That could be a bug.
That's a bug.
That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
Can you hear me now? Okay. What the hell? Jesus Christ. At least we're in an ad break. You can hear me now, right? Jesus. I don't know. I mean, I have no clue what the fuck just happened. We were on last night forever, just fine. I didn't change anything. All of a sudden it wasn't wanting to pick up my my mic. The fuck, man. How's everybody doing? You ready for today? Ready to go in and kill a bunch of shit? So I'm sure everyone's aware of all the fun stuff that's happened overnight, all of the bans and all the crazy shit. What's up, Fate Mate? I'm still working on trying to figure out who all's been banned. Not banned, but who all had all their shit deleted. Highly, highly curious if we could ever figure that out. So, yeah, not bans. I misspoke. Characters deleted, items deleted, gold deleted. So I still got to fix this chat. For some reason, it's not wanting to do a background, even though I have a background color selected. Don't know. It's weird. I did not hear this. What happened? So, yes. You know, last weekend was a whole lot of bug dupes and things like that. A lot of people were getting multiple legendary items, duping gold, just going crazy, like really crazy. And enough that everybody was sort of aware of it. Like there were videos going around about it. You know, it was clearly an unintended bug and unintended consequence. And you had some people report it and you had some people that just kept doing it. And we don't know who reported and who didn't. But Steven sent out a message last night. Actually, I might even be able to pull, if I can find my Discord. I started posting stuff to the drama spot. But Steven put out a post yesterday about what they were going to do to the people that was caught doing this. And that was a whole lot of shit, actually. I can put, here's the statement, although I might have to
and now Steven's teabagging me as well.
Steven teabagging me. So here's the statement that got put out last night. So the biggest things here, one or over 100 characters got terminated. They got deleted. And that's probably the biggest part. But then any items found to have been duped have been erased. Any gold found to have been duped has been erased. And so we know that there are some high-level guilds that were doing this. And there's a mention here as well that they're going to I guess when we go live today, they didn't really say when, but I guess once we go live today, that there will be emergency elections in nodes where buildings were created with ill-gotten treasury and supplies. So would have the appearance that some mayors were potentially deleted. I don't know. If not deleted, then they got caught doing stuff they shouldn't have been. And so they're having these sort of emergency snap elections. So the drama continues for a game that is still in alpha 2 testing of people trying to one up each other. And yeah, that's where we're at. Chrono, thank you for the prime. I appreciate you. I don't know. How's everybody feel? There's been a lot of chatter in Discord and some other places. You know, people, I think most people are like, yeah, this should have happened. And then you have the people that were caught, and some of them were like, yeah, okay, I'm caught. Others were seeming to play a little bit of like a drama queens and kings. Like they were the ones, you know, getting punished here. So I think there was one. Actually, it's kind of hilarious. So I did a. It's good if you aren't going to report it. You shouldn't be an alpha. Yeah. And let me try to also find the email. So they sent emails to everyone that got their characters deleted, and I can bring that up too. But so there was a. Oh, that looks like shit. Is that so big? There was a short I did like back in 2022, and it's a question from Hamlet. Actually, here, let me show you. Here it is. I made this a while back. Wait, I don't think you're getting audio. How does this all fucking get fucked up overnight when nothing changes? Like, I don't understand. I logged off and we logged back on and it doesn't want to work. I don't understand. So weird. All right, here we go.
You can easily remove those pieces of economy from the system.
Let me start from the beginning so you can hear who asked the question.
We have Hamlet, who wants to know about bugs and exploits. We can easily remove those pieces of economy from the system.
Not just pieces, those people.
Yes. And sometimes there's a dupe and you don't know that it's happening, right?
Oh, I
don't think that
accidentally
person
found 50 legendary items in my inventory. How did this get here? I have no clue. I have 10 billion gold. How did this get into my inventory?
We have
So I think that's hilarious, by the way, that that question was asked. And let me show you why I think it's hilarious that question was asked. So if you caught that was Hamlet, who I believe is on Envious. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But who asked that question. And let me show you a screen from, oh shit, where'd it go? Let me show you a screen. So it was Hamlet that asked that question back in 2022. And this was a post that I found, a screenshot that I found from Twitter. Apparently, character got tanked. So you asked the question, you got the answer. And 2 years later, Alpha 2, here you go. So I thought this is hilarious, actually. And it is the same person. I think he confirmed that in chat. So just hilarious stuff. I don't know. This is part of what's so fun about Ashes, though. Earbuds that I use. Hold up. I want to tell you wrong. I got all my shit from Warrior, so he tells me what to buy. And I can't find what I bought. I don't know. I'll have to find it. So what's going on? Why is chat not pulling into this? God, nothing wants to fucking work. What is going on? So suddenly my Twitch is disconnected from StreamBot. StreamerBot. I don't know what the hell's going on with my setup. I need help. I need Royer like on demand here. Like I can set up a room in my house and yeah, it says connecting to chat. All right, we're just gonna close this out, reopen it. So anyways, I thought it was absolutely hilarious that the person that asked that question 2 years ago has a post over here in Discord. And if you read that post, they're saying, well, we did you a favor. We were able to test whether Intrepid was going to have integrity for their servers. And we were able to get them to test whether they could go in and delete duped items. Like there's a silver lining to what happened or something. I don't know. It's just, that's hilarious. Just got to feed him hot dogs and he'll stick around. Me poor victim, please not hurty. Yeah, I did. Yeah, he did call it. It's just, I think that's just hilarious. The fact that went that way. I didn't even realize it because I started posting that short just because the whole conversation clicked, right? The whole idea of duping golds and items and sort of what Steven had said in relation to that. It was after the fact that I played it again that I actually realized that it was the same person. Like that the person that asked the question also got banned for it. Or not banned. God damn it. Why do I keep saying banned? Character got deleted. So I think they should post the list of people who got deleted. I mean, that's one way to go about it. Please explain to me why Intrepid show us showcases with pretty good graphics and systems than what further along they are today. So I think there's a couple of things that you have to keep in mind. One is when they're doing their showcases, they're intentionally wanting to get, Steven says they're intentionally wanting to get feedback for the systems. So they want the systems to look good. The other thing is, when you watch people like me or other folks on Twitch, the Twitch just makes things look bad. And then some of us have also been running on lower settings. Like I've been running on lower settings just for some VRAM and other stuff that they've been having issues with. So I can tell you when you're in the game, it looks really, really good. Also, Steven had put on on Discord not too long ago, some lighting pass changes that they've made that are going to make their way in at some point, and it looks really good. Actually, I'll see if I can find that. It's just over on their Discord, I think. Can do a quick from Steven search. But yeah, this has been an interesting 12 hours, I would say. On a related note, there have been some, I'm not going to go into names and stuff, but there have been some PI that actually apparently got caught up in this, some Phoenix Initiative members. And there was a statement sort of put out of this sort of feeling like, I saw a clip that said something to the effect of, well, I'm just never going to report bugs or exploits again because, I get punished for it. It's like if you got punished, then what they're saying is you got punished because you abused it, not because you reported it. And I don't know, if I was Steven and I had PI members out there saying that they're just not going to report stuff, like I'd get kind of pissed. I don't think that would sit well with me. Personally. So I don't know. It's disappointing to see that sort of come out of PI as a response. Holy shit, what's going on here? There we go. So to the person that commented on how things look, let me get this pulled over. Wow, this actually looks kind of like crap on the screen that they sent. But here's what Steven actually put out as some of the screens for the lighting passes that they're implementing. So I think this is Carfin. So it actually, there's still ways to go, even with visuals. Still a long ways to go. So I don't know. I think it looks okay. What drives me nuts is when people come in and they're like, "This looks like a game from 2008. Or this looks like a PlayStation 2 game." It's like, you're fucking crazy. Like, and ain't no way this game looks like a game from 2008. Reporting is fine. Continuing to use the exploit is not exactly. And there were a lot of people. There was actually a post on the Reddit post that Steven made, Tarkov lighting. Yeah. There was a streamer, actually a known streamer, who apparently got an email about their character being deleted, but turns out character was not deleted, and he actually did get gold taken away though. And so, it falls back to this, well, I didn't know sort of thing, but in that instance, he said he looted somebody's body and it had 75 gold or 25 gold. It's like, you should sort of question that, right? If you're a level 12, level 13 mage and you're killing someone on a caravan that presumably is equal level to you and they have 25 gold, I don't know. For me, I would start thinking like, wait a minute, something's a little weird here. That would just be me personally. Everyone at this point knows better. So the amount of time that people have invested into this over the last 4 weeks and knowing that it can all be taken away like that, like, I think people have learned their lesson. So plenty of evidence of dumping on our server. Yeah, I can imagine. Pretending that continued use of an exploit is testing and that you're no longer going to report bugs is total cope, get lost. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just disappointing to hear. Especially from PI people. Garthel, thank you for your first message. I think lighting is often over contrasted. Stuff couldn't be seen either because it's too dark or too light. Yeah. I mean, certainly, yeah, there have been instances like that for sure. There's even been some of that in their showcases where lighting just seemed kind of strange. Yeah, didn't get punished for the reporting, got punished for the exploiting. People are now sort of like, I don't know that I want to trade with anyone. I don't know what's going to happen. But it's like, if you use common sense, like if someone's trying to trade you, here it is again. If someone's trying to trade you like 20 legendary items, then yeah, there's probably a problem there. Like, might want to not do it. Yeah, this is, I think, one of the better of the two pictures, the lighting screenshots. I don't know. Do you think it looks over contrasted or too dark or too light in certain areas? I mean, it looks good to me. I mean, I like the difference. I think that makes the world feel a lot more alive, having it look this way. I don't know. Just me personal. I've been doing several exploits, only reporting them after their other guilds find out. Yeah. Then they'll exploit and not report and get banned. We don't need them to deal with. So I don't think. What's up, Krita? I don't think I have a great picture of this. Let me see. It looks kind of fuzzy, so I don't know if you'll be able to read it. I want to show you the email that was sent out. I can probably find a better one because it was pretty clear what would happen. What the hell? All right, here we go. Let me see if I can scroll through and find it. Yeah, there's another post going around too of like the instructions that were given to guild members on what to do. I don't know. It just looks bad. It just looks really, really bad. What's up, Z? How's it going? We're talking about all the fun messaging that went around yesterday. So, yeah, I have an Naga Pro too, right here. You can see it, the 12 buttons on the side. Shit, where's this email? See if this looks better. No, sure as shit doesn't. All right, I can't find a good version of this email. To show you what was actually sent to the people that got their characters banned, or God damn it, not banned, deleted. I keep saying banned. They didn't get banned. Yeah, their characters got deleted. Items got deleted, characters got deleted, and gold got deleted. A lot of it. So Steven said over 100 characters. We don't entirely know who, but you know, certainly if you go through Discord a little bit, you'll see a lot of posts about it. So you can kind of start to clue in on who might have been the bigger offenders. The other thing that starts to clue you in a little bit is that they're actually having to do some of the nodes are going to have to redo emergency mayorships today. I guess today, like they're redoing them. So it sounds like there are some mayors who will no longer be mayors unless they get reelected, I guess, although their characters are probably deleted at this point. So this went pretty high up in the realm of things if they're having to redo all of the mayorship stuff. And I think that came down to, I guess they built some of their buildings using stuff they shouldn't have used. Yeah, I cannot find a good picture of this, so I'm just going to show you what I got and see if you can read it or not. It's all fuzzy, and I did not get an email, so I can't screenshot this. But that's the email that was sent out. We're talking about the mice. Yeah, I like having the 12 buttons. I just got off Resna Discord, and Nova and Envious got roughly 25 deleted each, with Nova Ordum having 5 to 10. Holy shit. Yeah, I saw a message that said basically Resna is going to have all new mayors completely. So, you know, is it any coincidence that it's sort of the Sweaty Guild server that had the most of this happen to them? The only exploit I saw was the non-despawning trees that were given green every time and not needing to move because they never despawn. Actually didn't know about that one. At all. So, yeah, that's been the craziness overnight into now. Even more hilarious is that most, if not all, dupers are 40-plus-year-old men. Do we know that for sure? I don't know. Also, the sheep exploit or the bear what exploit was that, Shrek? Thank you for your first message as well. What exploit was that? I'm not aware of the bear and sheep exploit. What was it with hunting? Like what was going on? A number of EPH members joined the Vira Discord. Wonder how many of those have been deleted. Yeah, but I think isn't there also a PvP event starting to happen, like going to happen on Vira as well? I can't imagine that EPH would leave Resna. I can't imagine that any of them would leave Resna. You know, some of those bigger guilds, I think they have their, I don't mean this in a negative way, they have their egos, right? So I don't think you'd want to be the first big PvP guild to leave a server because that wouldn't look good on your end, in my opinion. EPH, oh, so they are leaving. Did they say why? Shrek, did they say why they're leaving Resna to go to Vira? The 25 elite 3-star mob where players were climbing the ladders. Oh, so just like an easy thing to exploit and kill, I guess. They're too sweaty. They love dick waving, and for that you need other chimps to compare other. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, clarification. Sorry, EPH had 25, Envious had 25, and Nova only had 5 to 10. Holy shit! No reported casualties from Axiom, Amnesty. So Steven said over 100, so we know it's 100. So approximately 60 of those came from 3 guilds. Is that what you're saying? Means Burns can play with us. Yeah. No, that's, yeah. I didn't realize he was an EPH until I watched his video last night. His healer video, which I feel like we need to, Pally and you and I should probably talk to him about healing. Wow. So 60 of them came from 3. Holy fuck. That's crazy. So assuming it's not much over 100, say like 60% or 50 to 60% of them came from 3 guilds. Crazy. Any other patch notes? No, not right now. So they did, they posted some patch notes yesterday. Oh, what's up, Planendorf? What if they all come to Vira? Please, God, no. Just no. I need to add that in. But no, we don't need everyone to come. Vira is such a nice, peaceful place. Like, we don't need any other people. We're good. I also don't want to queue. The patch notes, we don't have anything to post. So there were patch notes that went up yesterday for PTR. They got quickly removed. There were some parts to them that I don't think were meant to be public just yet because they're still being worked on. So they did remove those patch notes from the Discord. I do have a copy of them. However, I am not going to show them because if they remove them from the Discord, then I don't feel like I should show them. So, or talk about it. So all I will say is that there are no patch notes. And once we have servers go live today, we'll see what comes back or what's getting pushed to today's game. Yeah, I really don't want everyone coming to Vira, please. If we can avoid that, that would be absolutely wonderful. So, what's our time frame? What do we got down? We got, oh, what, 40 minutes? Is that right? "39 minutes. Sorry, I just got an email from YouTube. Something about revenue sharing from one of the just chats that we did. I don't know what I didn't even play music, I don't think. Like, why am I getting, unless it was maybe watching another person's video, I guess. Shit, I don't know. I have to go look whenever we're done here. Yes, 39 minutes and we can get in and play. Not going to be any delays, right, Planendorf? We're good to go. 10 a.m. Pacific time. Actually, I don't know if any Planendorf, if you're able to provide any context when these new mayorships happen. Is that like immediately? Are they just going to log into a server and all of a sudden there's going to be, you know, voting occurring, or is there going to be a delay? Very curious. Very, very curious. Resna Discord was popping off last night. Rest in peace. EP just got your free 175% mounts. Will be missed. Yeah, can you, I don't have the, can you send me the Discord invite through Discord? Terrible. If you can look me up, it's just Phantom X. I have the Vira one, but I'm actually not in the Resna Discord. Did you see Grappler's video? It had a lot of good points. I think gosh, I think we actually did watch that one. I'm not sure. I'll have to, I don't remember what we watched. I think so. I don't know. I do think there's also a little bit of some overreaction occurring. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we watched his, and I'll be honest with you, I'm blanking on some of the high points of what was said. So, what's up, Sadie? Really curious how the new lighting will look. Is this update live this weekend? I don't know that we know. Because we've really not had very many patch notes at all. Steven posted those 2 screenshots saying that they're working on it, but we don't really know what's going to be in the build today. I feel like usually we have a pretty good idea because we've had, usually 3-4 days of patch notes that typically end up in the Friday build, but we've just not had that this week. So did I get to 25? No, I'm a slow ass leveler. So I'm at 19 actually. And I only got to 19 because Steven got me experience points to level me to 19 after he killed me. So my goal is to get to 20 at this point, just so I can get some actual good gear. So you don't know what they worked on during this week. I mean, we do have some ideas. Again, the patch notes weren't entirely like wrong. They just got removed. So I don't know. I don't think it would be good to repost something that they removed themselves from the Discord server. So we're just going to kind of pass on that. Did you work on any crafting? I have previously. I have not during this because initially it was just really hard to find stuff to craft. And then I don't know, once I got sort of 2 weeks in and, December 20th is coming with a wipe, I just figured I'm not gonna worry about crafting right now. I'll contribute to my guild. I mean, if I'm out, if I see rubies, if I see, tin or copper, which is hard to find at times, certainly mine it and give it to the guild, but I've not really been crafting myself. I do think the most efficient process to all that is just to be a part of a big guild and then have your dedicated crafters to get funneled stuff. Trying to solo craft will take you a very, very long time, I do believe. So, will there be a time frame about when the giveaway will happen? Sometime between probably, what time is it? 11:26. So I don't know, like 2.5 hours, something like that, maybe. What time would that get to us? That would be, that'd be like 2:00 my time. So, we'll do it then, because I'm actually going to have to hop off prior to 3:00 my time. Can't really tell you why. So, sorry, ads, empty mayor seats immediately trigger elections. Okay, so when they log in, it's going to be pretty much ready to go. That'll be interesting to see what happens, to see who actually takes over. EPH Scott has become the mascot and the face of the Resna character wipes. Why is that? I don't even know who that is. What happened? What are all the professions available for now? I think everything's basic. I'd have to get you a list. Go for mayor? I don't want to be a fucking mayor. Who wants to be a mayor? That's like, you need somebody that's got time to be mayor. I mean, have you watched like Narc and all this stuff? Like even and talking to Rive about all the shit they have to do as mayor? Like, no, thank you. I'll pass on that. I'd be a bad mayor too. So, yes, points. Do points? Yes, you get to keep your points. Yes. So if you have extra points, you can use them later on. The points should. The tickets wouldn't. It's at least how it should be working. Hyrule. What do you think the professions yet? I mean, it's so early, right? All of this is so crafting is just not the focus right now. I do like how everything's interconnected. I do like that you have to rely on a lot of other people to get stuff done. What's up, Bits and Crafts? But the process itself, it's just active crafting as an example is supposed to be in. or at least the last we heard it was. And we've really not seen any of that either. Lost most of your points. Oh, that shouldn't be happening. I can look into it later. Good thing I didn't pay my taxes yet. I haven't either. And here's what I'm testing. So I'm at Winstead, with Rive and Genesis, and I became a citizen, and I haven't paid any taxes since. So I think at this point I was supposed to like start. I think I was initially supposed to have paid like three tickets? I don't even remember what it's fucking called. Three of the tickets or whatever. The last I checked, because I have not paid my taxes, that was up to like 12 or 15. I don't remember, but now I owe a lot of back taxes. So I just want to see how high it gets before it actually kicks me out. And then I'll see what I can do, if I can become citizen or not again. Are the servers up? No, they are not. Worsk, welcome in, by the way. They will be up in 30 minutes, actually. We are at the 30-minute mark, actually, unless there is any news on the Alpha 2 station channels, and there's not. So I would take that to mean we're on time. So about 30 minutes. What's up, Pioneer? How you doing? I didn't vote for my mayor and not paying taxes. I really want to know if it's in Plendorf. Is it in yet where like if you don't pay enough taxes, you'll get kicked out? Because I really haven't paid any and I owe a lot. Like, I'm curious how that works. Like, if you get kicked out of a citizenship because you didn't pay your taxes, like, is there a delay before you can go back and reapply? And if you do get to go back and reapply for citizenship, like, do you have to pay back taxes? I'm curious to see how that all works. The tax collector, yeah. Well, I wonder if you'll be able to eventually appoint a tax collector. Somebody that actually has authority, that like you can have them go around and potentially PK people if they've not paid their taxes. Yeah, PvP for taxes, exactly. So, but yes, we are less than 30 minutes now. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Literally just came up. Roshan has said, we need a little more time today to get everything ready for Alpha 2 weekend testing. We currently plan to have the Alpha 2 realms open by Friday, today, 5 p.m. Wow, so that's a 5-hour delay? Yeah, 5-hour delay. Development is a moving train, and sometimes we hit bumps along the way. We're grateful for everyone's patience and flexibility, and we'll keep you all up to date here in Discord as there's more information to share. Yeah, so we have hit a bump apparently. So what are we going to do? I don't know what we're going to do for a little while here. I guess we can chat, watch a video, hang out. That makes me wonder if my other thing's going to be delayed. Well, we got I think it was last weekend we didn't have any delays, right? So, or has it been the last two? I think the first 2 weekends we had delays. So we're 2 out of 5 weekends. Is that right? Is my math correct? No Ashes today. I guess I'll wake up early to watch. Yeah, y'all get hit hard over like EU and sort of Australia territories when the delays happen. That's for sure. Good job for Bounty Hunter when there's no corrupted. Oh yeah, for tax collection, sure. Endgame kneecap breaker. Yep, we have ourselves a delay at this point. And since I said that the giveaway is going to be not for a little while, I guess I can entertain you for a couple of hours, or we can try. Yeah. I don't know. React to PoE2. Why would I react to PoE2? I got Ashes of Creation. A 1 hour video. No, I don't think so. Has Narc put out anything? What's this say? Intrepid, my employer thanks you. Just VB. Well, okay. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. Does anyone, how does the mail system work? It doesn't yet, I don't believe. So at least last I heard, it doesn't work. And if anyone is kind of hanging out with us from Intrepid, please, can we get a friends list? That's like the two things I just really want as a friends list and a guild, sort of guild roster. That would make life so much easier if we had a friends list. Oh, too Intrepid. I got you. My employer gets a little bang for my buck today with server delay. I got what you're saying. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I guess Intrepid has just single-handedly provided multiple employers around the world with more work time from their employees. So, have you watched Dark Mitten videos on nodes and citizenship? It's pretty good. Not yet. No. I think we did raid Dark Mitten though. Pretty sure. You want social tools in your social MMO? Yes, please. Yes, exactly. I just, so I play at weird times, right? I start at 5:30 in the morning. And so it's kind of hard to, grouping can be hard. So it would be nice to have like a friends list of stuff, people that I can just check and see who's online and sort of ping them. Versus like a time later in the day when you have more people on an NA server and you get a little bit more response on global chat. So early in the morning, it's really hard in global chat to find anybody that's needs a cleric. So time to talk thin air. What would you like to see the class augments system achieving? The scope of mechanical changes, cosmetic changes, is that's a broad topic. So with the class augment system, I think the main thing out of that is it promises that we will have 64 unique feeling types, right? I think that's what we need to get out of the augment system. And in order for that to happen, it's not going to be through just cosmetic changes. I've always said if my ranger has a nature arrow and I subspec into a mage, and all of a sudden, rather than a green arrow, it can be an ice arrow. Like that feels like nothing. Like that would be very disappointing, incredibly disappointing if that was all we got with augments. Is there a server opening delay? Yes, Triple Killer, 5 hours. 5 hours that we get to hang out with each other. The wiki gives examples of what augments are and sub-archetype will do. Yeah. Again, my main thing is I just want all of these 64 different groupings to feel different. So, that's really only going to happen with the augment system. So I do think there has to be mechanical changes. Like there has to be things that feel different. And there's a lot of ways to do that, but that's also a lot of extra work, I think. I don't think it's so easy as to, hey, your secondary is a cleric, so we're just going to give you, a fireball, or not a cleric, a mage. Or, oh, your secondary is a cleric, so we're just going to give you a heal. That would be different, I guess, but I think it's going to need to be more complex than that. In order for it to feel significant. So I hope it's just not cosmetic stuff, because I think that would be incredibly disappointing. Does the secondary archetype allow you to augment some skills As far as we know, it's just some. It's not everything. So secondary is going to add new elements to your current abilities. Yeah, I mean that's sort of the hope, right? That you actually have some fundamental changes in how you play and how the character feels, how the skills play, rather than just some cosmetic color changing thing, or rather than an arrow, now it's you get to shoot spells off your bow or something. So yeah, but augments are so far away. I hope everybody's sort of understanding where everything's at in development. I mean, this really is a true alpha. If you look at the roadmap, we're not getting the first time we get anything looking like augments is going to be May of 2025, assuming they hit all of their target dates. And even then, we don't know that it will be right at the start. All we know is that phase 3 starts May 25th. They have made it clear that not everything on that roadmap will be in at the start of phase 3. So we really don't know when we'll get augments. And the only thing so far, the only thing that's been listed in the roadmap is the cleric and tank, as far as secondaries. So I don't know. It's going to be a bit until we get to actually see a lot of how augments look and feel. So I don't know. I hope we truly get 64 different class feelings. I really do. Considering Ranger's already been delayed. Cleric and tank augments moved to 2027. Technically still phase 3. Hopefully not, but I mean, yeah, technically that would fit into Steven's wording for sure. Just a mod added, i.e. Arrow does lightning as Ranger. Now it does frost and lightning as Ranger plus Mage. I just hope it's more than that. I don't know. I feel like if that's all it is, that doesn't feel any different, but maybe it would. That's my only fear, is that, when you have, like, if I'm a cleric primary, that I could really do anything that I want for the secondary and that it doesn't really feel any different. Like how I play isn't any different. Especially because I want to be Templar, right? So as a Templar, I would expect to have fighting skills. So somehow inheriting some of their actual fighter abilities into the cleric. And I think if you can do that, it starts to feel a lot better. So the sub archetype can be changed to, yeah, it's going to take I think there's like a quest or something, right? But and it might take a little bit of time, but yeah, you'll be able to switch as well. Yeah, 8 classes, 64 flavors, yeah. But I think a good example that someone, I don't remember who brought it up. We were talking about this. Talked about as an example, like the tank in World of Warcraft, and how your bear tank, your paladin tank, your warrior tank, like how they all actually play and feel different. And I think that's true. Like they really do. And that's the same for healers. That's the same for all of the similar sort of archetypes. So I hope Ashes can nail something like that. But I think that's going to be challenging for 64. Like that's a lot. 64. So give me all the paladin flavors, please. Yeah, paladin will be fun to play too. I'm really first going to be curious to see what a cleric's like. Like you should have the best healing in the world. So I really wanted to feel like see what that feels like. From interview, I saw Steven saying it would be just some visual, some mechanical. Yeah, but Steven he's always kind of said that it's going to be significant, right? That it's not just visual. So I'm going to hold him to that. 1-1, sorry to burst your bubble. There is more than 18 minutes left. We have a 5-hour delay. Sorry to burst your bubble. What happens if everyone leaves a town, like the mayor? Will that affect other nodes? So that apparently is happening. I saw some discussion, and I don't remember which EU server it was, but I saw some posts about one of the EU servers that a mayor for one of the nodes like just kind of bounced, like they've not been around. And so there were some posts about people kind of unhappy that they're not able to advance anything, not able to do anything because their mayor just sort of, I don't know if he quit playing, went to a different server, but they lost their mayor, so they were kind of screwed on what to do. I don't know that we're going to have the ability to have like a snap election versus that you're just going to have to let it run its course and then redo the election for the mayorship, every month. Tolnar Templar, what does it say? Battle priests of the old gods, huge battle axe. Okay. Balance is going to be tough for 64 classes. Hell fucking yeah, it's going to be tough. I don't know how they're going to do it. Although I also tend to, people disagree with this too, but I also don't know that we need to worry so much about balancing everything. I think there's so much that gets thrown into balancing. Everything needs to feel balanced. You need all 64 to feel balanced. That starts to pull away from the feel of everything. I think it's just natural that some classes will be better at than other classes when they come head-to-head, one-on-one. More talk of EPH leaving the Resonance server right now. They can go to the fresh start. That's where they should go. Secondary abilities should almost work as an ultimate, since that's taking it in 2 classes to mix. Yeah, but you're going to have several abilities, right? So I don't think you'd want several ultimate level things. Anyone have any experience in Arcade? How different did their class mix feel? I think they felt pretty different, but they didn't, I don't know, 64 is just a lot. Debate says it'll be different in the skill they use, but it won't be totally different in the 64 classes. Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people think. I mean, it's just going to be so hard to have 64 things that feel different from each other. I don't know. All right, Planendorf. No worries about the delay. I think I'm catching up on chat, so he might already be gone. Nopester, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Nopester is a wonderful content creator. If you are not following Nopester, you should be. Go click over on their Twitch page and hit follow. I appreciate you with that raid. We're just hanging out. We're trying to figure out what the fuck we can do for 5 hours. Actually, not 5 hours, but a little bit of time. Because I'm going to have to go before that. So, need a deputy mayor. That's an interesting idea. But what if your deputy mayor leaves as well? Like, I don't know. Who mentioned they need a mayor removal vote? I don't think that's a bad idea, but I think they've sort of talked about not wanting to do that. Don't have the energy to stall for 5 hours and stream later. Yeah, I get that, Nubster. I understand that completely. I'd have to bounce by like 2 p.m. anyways for something that I keep hinting at, but I can't tell you. So sorry. One day you'll know. Won't be surprised if the game fully released without the secondary classes and they implemented it as a reward for a big in-game event. Yeah, I would be totally fine with things coming online later. I really would. I don't feel like things have to, I don't know. I feel like if we try to get everything in that they want to get in, that we're going to be waiting on this game for till 2030. What's up, Rex? Set him up here. How you doing? It's going to be 1 a.m. here when the servers start. Damn. Yeah, everyone that's not in A really gets hard when they delay. It gets hit hard when they delay, like really hard. So I feel bad for all you folks that are like EU and all the Aussies over there. Like, I don't know, but I will say that when they have this sort of thing, they have been getting better about giving us more time on Monday. So going to be midnight here, but I plan to play all night anyways. That's crazy. Arcade also had a severe meta. You think there'll be a meta found here? I mean, I assume any game eventually has a meta. Like that seems like it's natural. Because players are always trying to one-up each other. They're always going to try to figure out what works best. So I feel like it's only natural that you would eventually get a meta within Ashes of Creation. I mean, the hope is that doesn't really happen, right? You know, if you have 64 truly different classes, all of the different armor choices and armor and enchanting and all this other stuff that we're supposed to have. I would hope that that kind of helps not allow metas to take place, but I feel like there probably will be. If not metas, at least builds that are preferred. Given how impactful gear is, I don't know how well a meta can form. That's true. I mean, gear is the big part of your power for sure. It's not really class. It's not really level. It's almost all your gear. Meta will definitely happen. I was getting the bus from work. Did they release a new time for servers up? It will be in 5 hours. So that's, yeah, literally 5 hours, 5 hours and 10 minutes at this point. So that's 5 p.m. Central Time. No DPS meter will help not having meta slaves, but it'll be around. You know, I was chatting about this in Discord today. You know, when you look at something like Ashes Codex, right, which I like, I use it. So this is not a knock on Ashes Codex, but how quickly they were able to tap into data for Ashes of Creation and get everything posted up and online and searchable. You know, I think that no matter what they say, somebody will develop a way to have a DPS meter. Whether that will be reading chat, I don't know, combat chat. I feel like it's inevitable, even if they don't provide support for add-ons, that somehow that will be able to enter into the game. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but sometimes I just think it's inevitable that somebody will develop it. There's just so many different ways to interact with the game. They said there'll be some classes that will straight up be better than others. That's intended. Yeah. That's, and I think that's the better way to do it rather than just trying to balance 64 classes. Hopefully they extend till Monday. I bet they do. I bet they will, unless servers just go to shit, which I don't think will happen. Metas are mostly inevitable, but it's still good to put effort into balance and variety. There will be DPS meters one way or the other. Yeah, I just think that's just an inevitability of. There's so many different tricky ways to try to get that data. I honestly don't know that it's worth it for Intrepid to try to prevent that. Like, I don't know how much time and effort and money it would take to create systems that are unbreakable. I mean, we all have certain feelings about DPS meters, but oh, did he post something? So what did he say? 11:47 for just now. For additional context, in our overnight QA, we discovered a critical bug causing our event service to crash. We're deploying a fix now, and we'll be considering an extension into Monday if weekend testing goes well. Yep, that's what I assume they will do. I still think actually if things continue going well, we'll even get into potentially. I think we'll get the 5 days a week sooner than December 20th, if they could do that. It kind of just makes sense because I think a lot of people are holding off on buying a key until they can get more than 3 days. And so if you're able to open that up earlier, I think you'll get more people to buy it at a slightly higher price point. So would you go for meta if you need to? No, I'm not. I'm not somebody that really cares to have anyone tell me how to play. Yeah, I know 2 people waiting to get in December 20th. Yeah, I mean, I think it just makes sense if they would open up 5 days a week here soon. I think it's not a ton of extra money, but it's a little bit. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's not enough that they care. Maybe. If some of the creators' characters got deleted, Do the guilds get disbanded if the guild masters did the exploit? I don't think so. But, you know, at this point, a lot of guilds had already broken up because last weekend there was a pretty significant guild war bug where if you had declared a guild war, it was perpetual. There was no way to end it. And so come Saturday, so Saturday was a lot of warring across the server. Sunday, everybody was kind of tired of it. And so people actually started dropping their guild anyways at that point. So yeah, as long as a combat lag exists, programs can read it in real time. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly. So I think it's inevitable. $10 a month for 3 to 4 day play test is worth 10 extra. I mean, if they could get a significant amount of people in it, it could be a little chunk of money. But we just don't really know how many people are left out there waiting. They redid elections too. Yes, on some servers. We don't know which. We don't know which ones yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be all of Resna. It sounds like at least 3 of the nodes will be. Somebody was saying the Resna chat. What was it? It was somewhere scrolled up. Oh, you meant people buying phase 1, phase 2. Yeah. That the Resna Discord chat, they said, what did they say? What did I say earlier? 25 Ethereum, 25 Envious, and 5 to 10 Nova Ortum members were, they said roughly that's how many of them their characters were deleted. So I don't know if that's true. If that is the case, that's what, 60 out of 100. So like 60% of them were in 3 guilds. So it's like, holy shit, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? How's it going? When did the servers come online? It's going. We're trying to make do with the time we have. It's going to be, gosh, another 5 hours before they go live. So we got a little bit of time. Actually, a lot of time. And I won't be live for the whole thing, but is PTR up? You know what? I didn't play PTR this week because I've started burning out on everything. So I thought I'd take a step back. Let me look. I can look. You know, usually they put up a post about PTR being closed. They have not. And I know last night that Neuro was playing, so on PTR. So it's probably still up. Unfortunately, I cannot stream that to you. So yeah, PTR is visual NDA, so we can talk about it all we want, but I can't stream anything from it. I can't show you any visuals from it. So otherwise, we would be doing that. So, RIP or European population. The servers are coming online here. 11 p.m., 12 a.m. Yeah. Well, that just means when I go live at 5:30 in the morning, hopefully there'll be more people to come hang out and play with me, since they'll have had to have waited. Oh, you can, but only once, and it'll cost you. Yeah, I don't really want to risk getting banned while waiting. Are the servers up? No, we have a 5-hour delay. So apparently in their event system, they found a critical bug that they absolutely have to fix prior to opening up servers. So that is what we're waiting on. We need a sub-guild system, a way to link guilds, even if it's just to see who's online. Yeah, and I think that's supposed to be in. I would like to see an auto-promote system that will move players to the main guild when open. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, we definitely need the ability to see who's online and a friends list. I just need a friends list. So imagine backing Kickstarter, waiting 8 years to be banned. Yeah, exactly. I'm not here for that. So I will wait, and I will do as I'm told. I will not exploit. I will not break NDA or any of that shit. So I panicked a little bit when I saw no realms available. Yeah, they put it in Discord. Alpha 2 news for Discord that we're waiting. We're waiting for a little bit of time. What time's the giveaway? We had planned. What time is it here? It's noon. At this point, probably sometime between 11 and 1. Or sorry, what the fuck? I cannot. 1 and 2. That is not the same as 11 and 1. What am I thinking? My brain is not working. I think it's because I didn't get much sleep last night. Wait, are people getting banned for logging in? No. So what we're okay? The context there of that whole back and forth was for the PTR. I'm not allowed to stream PTR. So, that's the context for that. So we were talking about I can't stream it, and if I did, I would get banned. 60 seconds. No, Z. We got 5 hours and 60 seconds. We got a long time waiting. We got a little delay, a little tiny delay. You know, when we first started weekend testing, it was like, okay, cool. We'll just test on weekends. But now throughout the work week, just waiting for Friday to happen. Yeah. Now I feel that. So I go live to Friday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's sort of like a coping. We're having a group coping group coping session through Twitch, waiting for Friday to come. Yeah, not a joke. We have 5 hours. Yeah, Z, it's 5 hour delay. So the Mambo, thank you for your first message. Oh no, it's my only day off. I was oh, that sucks, man. So ready to get on my Bard. Yeah, that sucks. Apparently whatever they found was pretty bad. I mean, I think they obviously try to not delay as much as they can. But and when it's 5 hours, it's pretty significant. So it's a little unusual that they waited right up until, when did they post that? 30 minutes beforehand. So it sounds like they probably had a build that they thought might be fixing it, and then it didn't. So then they announced the 5 hour delay to go back in, try to do something else, is what that sounds like. So RIP EU. Yep. But they're going to probably extend to Monday. So hopefully you'll get some of that time back on Monday, if you're able to play Monday. I'm going to play hardcore WoW when I get home while I wait for the servers to pop. I've been trying to not get back into WoW in any form or shape. That was my life for a long time, a while back, and I'd rather not get back on cracks. So there is really a 5 hour delay. Yep. 1-1 is 5 hours. All jokes aside, delaying is fine. The part of the deal. Just wish that they would communicate better. Yeah, I mean it is kind of unusual. That the last time they did a 5 hour delay, they told us the night before. So the fact that this was 30 minutes before, I assume that's just because they thought they might have had it fixed, and so they made a build, and then when they went for QA to test it, that it did not get fixed, and so then they had to announce the delay. That's my best guess. And giving themselves 5 hours to try to figure it out. Why were people getting banned? So no one got banned. No one got banned. People had characters deleted by Intrepid, and had items deleted and had gold deleted. So this was all due to them exploiting a known dupe bug over and over and over again. So there were people carrying around all sorts of gold. Yerd, thank you for the cheer. I appreciate you. And I saw screenshots of like bags with, I don't know, 8 or 10 legendary bows that they clearly could not have crafted normally. So I don't know. Like, people were clearly exploiting this thing like crazy. And so they decided to teach them a lesson. So I think it's the right choice. They didn't ban anyone at this point. They did send an email that says, if you keep this up, then you're going to be at risk of not being able to test anymore. So I feel like this was a pretty measured, pretty good response. You know, a lot of those players had spent hours and hours in those characters. Those characters no longer exist. They're gonna have to start over. So I do feel like it was a pretty decent response. I really, you know, because I don't think they needed to be banned, but in sort of an alpha state. Now, if it continues now, then that might be different. But where do you see the announcement? Don't see it in Discord. It's under Alpha 2 News. So Roshan posted at 11:31, and then Stephen added a follow up at a 11:47. Thank you for hanging out with us in your first message. Is it Rekix? Yeah, Rekix. They fucked around and found out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think there's some people that feel like they're kind of above everything, like that. You know, I think there tends to be this feeling in some folks that if I've paid so much money and I've done so much, like I'm kind of excluded from punishment, I guess. So I hope they remove the infinite EXP respawn exploit too. Yeah, I hope so. We've not really seen exactly what bugs they've or what exploits they've done, but I guarantee you, people are going to be very careful about what they do in anymore with some of this. Because again, the people that got an email saying your character's deleted, that email also included that you're now on a list, and if you keep doing this, you're going to lose access to alpha. So appreciate your first message as well, Squirrel. I think that it was a good measured response. Yeah, I really do. It's very impactful. I have afternoon hope all is well. We're not playing today, question mark. Speed dead 666. We have a 5-hour delay. So that's what we're all in here waiting on. We're all coping together with the fact that we have 5 hours. Is it 5 hours still? 4 hours and 54 minutes of a delay. But welcome in. Thank you for your first message. I am vigorous. Oh, I like that name. Are you vigorous? What makes you vigorous? I want to know. Thank you for your first message. Oh, wait, where did it go? Oh, no. Okay, there it is. Oh, no, where's Ashes? Not online yet. Nope. We have a 5-hour delay. Let's see, Terrible says based on how likely buildings are to be deleted, Resno will likely never financially recover from this. Oh, they're certainly going to be behind up until the wipe on the 20th. That's for sure. Bruce, why do they care? It's alpha, for God's sake, let them exploit. Well, here's the thing, Bruce. I can understand that viewpoint a little bit, but you've just let 100,000 people in, over 100,000 people, right? So while you are testing, while you are clearly play testing, because it is an alpha and shit's buggy as hell and stuff just doesn't work all the time, and at the same time, you now have over 100,000 people that are experiencing your game for the first time. So I do think there needs to be some control in what they experience. And if you have, you know, large guilds just exploiting the shit out of everything, like that's a problem. You know, that's going to make everyone else not have fun testing your game, probably make them quit, and then that leads to just some further on problems with the game and its ability to be successful. So that's why I say I think it's a fairly good measured response. They didn't ban anyone. I do think in this instance banning would have probably been too far. But they sent a message like, you know, if you find a bug, report it to us and then stop using it. So I do think people got the message. I'm falling behind in the chat again. Certain PI members, you mean? Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like entitlement. Yeah. Yeah. Certain PI. I'm not out here trying to exploit shit. I'm actually out here trying to not die when I'm playing. People rarely get banished in MMOs. Yeah. Well, and let's be real. Some of the people that were caught up in this are pretty highly visible people in the community, so they weren't going to get banned anyways the first go run. They might not get banned the second go run. I don't know. Okay, just read the note. I like the response for the exploit. It's a bug. Oh, that's what you were asking about. Sorry, I thought you were asking about the server stuff. I've seen several people say I bug reported the exploit, then continued to use it. Serves them right to get deleted. Yeah. I need to get some more copium for this wait. Well, welcome in. Thank you for hanging out with us. This is the place to hang out and cope with everyone else while we wait for fucking ever. Not really, 5 hours. Less than 5 hours. Vigorous and throbbing. I don't like the throbbing is such a dirty word. And that's coming from me who likes to say fuck, shit, piss, damn it all the time. My favorite part of the game is crafting and gathering. So the duping was really disheartening. Yeah, see, and that's a great example of what, yes. Thank you, Squirrel. That is, I think, a great example of why it is important right now to try to get a hold on things, if we can. Bugsby, welcome in. Delay, yep, 5 hours. Has Steven ever said anything about the supposed gameplay layer in crafting in recent times? Not recently. You know, this is a very basic representation. We've not heard really anything of active crafting either, which is supposed to be in. So you can expect a whole lot of versions of crafting, I think, going forward. Much better than what we have now. Somebody put moist. That's also throbbing and moist. I don't know why. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind words, but you know, how often do you use throbbing in a day? Like, what sentence do you even use that in? Or moist? Sets a bad precedent going forward to allow it. Exactly. Testers find the exploit reported. I'm sure there's some margin for benefiting on it, but this was gross negligence. Exactly. Like, this just clearly went too far. I think that's the bigger part here too. This isn't like some people that, oh, hey, I found out that I can dupe a legendary sword. And so they like made 3 swords. Like, these people literally had bags and bags full of dupe stuff. Like, it was not just a little bit. It was pretty significant. So honestly, I think it was also a good opportunity for devs to show off their anti-cheating capabilities. Exactly. I don't know how many people were in here when we started, but I actually had I did a short on this, a YouTube short about in 2022 with Steven talking about exploiting and duping and stuff like that. That was kind of a funny short. And what's even more funny about it is that the person that asked the question apparently had their character deleted in this round. So I just find that very funny. Corix, welcome in. Is the $120 for the early alpha key worth it? Yeah, I think if you, yes, as long as you don't mind being in an alpha. Like, if you don't mind, you know, we have 5-hour delay today. Like, if you don't mind that kind of shit, if you can put up with it, if you can put up with bugs and things just not working all the time, only having 3 days a week access right now. Like, if you can put up with that shit, you know, we're only going to have 5 days a week here soon, December 20th. So you'll get more time, but it's still not 24/7. Like, if you don't mind testing and you don't mind all the things that come with testing, I think the price, I do think it's a good deal because you're going to have, I mean, alpha's going to, let's be real. I think alpha 2 is going to go 2-3 years. You'll have access to it. You'll have access to beta. You get a month's worth of sub time. You get some embers. You know, when you start to add up all of that from a, you know, just from a pure numbers perspective, like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's a good deal. It's actually such a good deal that the people that originally bought into beta 1 kind of got screwed in all this. Like, really got screwed, but that's a whole nother conversation. So duping exploits were a very large part of events that destroyed Arcade, and Steven understands. Yeah. Honestly, if you can hold out and you're short on cash, just wait 3 weeks. Oh, that's true too. Yeah, triple killer. I think that's solid advice. You know, it's not that long until we get to December 20th. And you save a tiny bit. So you can certainly wait and get 5 days a week. I don't think that's bad advice at all. People duping 80K flax and 20K copper. Were they really? Was it that crazy? Like, I only saw a few screens, so. literally a corrupt government already with people becoming mayor from dupes. That is a very good, that is a good way to look at it. We already have some corrupt government officials in the game. I've seen posts. I've seen posts of guild leaders saying like instructions. This is what you do. Other guilds are doing it, so you need to be doing it also. Like I've seen some posts like that. So I don't know. I don't understand the desire to win, quote, win in an alpha game. So I don't know. That's just not in my blood to do that. Is the alpha worth it though? Do you get a lot of playtime? Well, so here's where things will go. So right now it's 3 days a week up until December 20th. At December 20th, you'll get 5 days a week. We don't know what days those are. I think the presumption is it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but we don't know. Come May of 2025, they'll turn on 24/7 servers. And again, I think that portion still goes a very long time. So, you know, if you start doing, if you look at it like a month, like a dollars per month perspective over 2 years, 3 years, it's not that bad. Actually, we've done the math. I think it's like $3 or $4 or something like that a month. You know, so when you're talking about entertainment, which is what a game is, right? It's entertainment. Like how many other forms of entertainment can you have hours and hours, and only costs you $3 or $4 a month? Like I don't know that there's anything else out there like that. So, but again, the key is you have to really be able and willing to put up with alpha 2 buggy broken shit. We don't have a lot of content at this point either. Oh, perfect timing. Is it a lot of content? No, not yet. Right now we have one of the biomes that's kind of partially near finished. Not all of it yet. And there's 18 biomes, so that should give you an idea of where we're at with content. We don't have all the races. We don't have all of the classes. We don't have secondaries. We don't even have friends lists. We don't have auction. You know, there's just a lot of, we don't have all the nodes working. So there's just quite a lot that still needs to be put in from a content perspective, which is part of why it's going to be so long that you have access. But it's fun. So combat is fun right now. I will say the one saving grace that Ashes of Creation has that makes it fun is the combat. The combat is just a lot of fun. So, and you know, I do think it's worth it, but you have to have the right mindset. If you're easily frustrated by some of the shit, then I just would wait. The real vicious. Okay, spell vicious. I think somebody might have answered it. Yeah, 5 hour delay. So actually at this point it is 4 hours and 43 minutes, but who's counting down? No one here is counting down, right? My only concern with deleting buildings is that some people were able to get their apprentice gear. They will now have an advantage if no one else can gather high level resources. That's interesting point of view. I didn't think of that because they probably would not have, I guess, deleted the apprentice gear unless that's thought to be just a, you know, poison fruit from the same tree. I hadn't really thought of that. The core gameplay is freaking awesome. Yeah, combat's just really good in this game. That's what makes it fun. I'm a cleric main, and it's one of the. I think there's only been one other game that I've ever had more fun healing in, which was EverQuest 2 as a Templar. Otherwise, this has been a whole lot of fun to heal. So, is there any approximate time for the giveaway? What time is it? I don't know, like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. What bad news? I was getting ready to log in. Yeah. Yeah, it was 30 minutes before too. It wasn't, we didn't get a heads up until we were sort of really counting down that last half hour. Put a countdown on stream. Yeah, I could probably do that. Let's see. Let me figure out how I want to do that. I'll never forget my EQ2 Wood Elf, Dark Side Troubadour. Yeah, those were fun. I don't know. It was a different kind of bard feel. Hyper, where do you take news about the delayed launch? Or where am I getting it? It's in Discord, if that's what you mean. A lot of comments about EQ2. I think EQ2 was the so when they, you know, EQ2 and WoW came out at the same time, basically, 2004. And I personally do believe that EQ2 was the superior game on vanilla release. But it was harder, and it was every bit a group game. Like, you had to have a group. I mean, there were some classes that could solo, but not very many. And you know, you just had to have a group, because they also had mobster packs that were linked, a bunch of other stuff. But I think that made it more challenging. And so what you ended up seeing is WoW kind of really quickly pulled ahead, because it was just an easier game. And I'm not saying this is a knock or anything. It just was an easier style of game to get into. You know, it was, yeah, AOC Discord. Yeah. It's under the Alpha 2 news section. So I think because they made it so much easier, people just gravitated towards it. I don't know that's a bad thing. It is what it is. So they released a no chrono server TLP last summer. You know what? I actually did for a little bit. Oh, wait, that was to Neth. Okay. Yeah, I actually did play on that a little bit, though. And a potato could get decent FPS. That's true, too. That's very true. Yeah. EQ2 did take a lot more computer power to run. That's for sure. All right, I'm looking for a freaking countdown, something that will I can quickly pop up. I know I've seen it. Where's this shit? EQ2 is dead for sure. Well, yeah, but you know, EQ and EQ2 are still going. They're still making expansions for it, so they're clearly still making money. So I don't know. I mean, they put numbers out. I want to say it was like 20,000 people or something that still played it. But there's so much in terms of like whales that still play it that it still keeps going. So only, I want to say your name right. Only Julik. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for your first message. We're all just coping here while we wait on the 5-hour delay that we get for Ashes. So, all right, where is a countdown? There has to be something easy here. Oh, shit. 48 minutes to start? No. 4 hours and 48 minutes to start. Yeah, we still got almost 5 hours. So Royer is happy because he needed to work. Yeah, that's probably true. Selling key, what was Kodiak's endless intellect is what KEI was. Hope bards get a song that gives classes their unique resources. Oh, that'd be interesting. Have you been seeing improvements every week during the alpha? Yeah, for sure. No, their patches are huge every week. Patch notes are tremendous. Actually, I have them here. I've organized them better. So let me put this into chat. So if anybody wants it, there are, actually, I'm going to post this to YouTube too. So I keep a Google Doc with all of the patch notes. So, and I finally organized it a little bit better. So hopefully it's easier to sort of follow each week to week. But you can see there, yeah, there's a lot of, they've done a lot. Andrew, maybe welcome in. Hello, could someone let me know if AOC is open alpha or what's its state? Because I see that it has almost no viewers, but occasionally it has thousands. So it's only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's when servers are up. So if you're looking at the category during the week, you're going to see, yeah, just people like me that are sitting here chatting. And then when you get on to the weekend is when everything starts to go really high. Does anyone know if there is a resource to show what classes can benefit from what debuffs? Like I think mages benefit from burns, chills, fighters from bleeds. If any, the best place for any sort of resource to kind of learn about is probably Ash's Codex. It's a tremendously good website to go and just to learn more about the game. They also have a character builder, so you can put on different gear and sort of build things to a certain point. As from I know, you have to read the skill and react. I know some weapon do volatile. Yeah, your skills. So any class can use any weapon. The main thing you're going to want to look at with your weapons are going to be the finishers and extended finishers, deadly finishers, and does what they proc synergize with your class, or does it not? I think that's the best way to look at your weapons. But you can use anything you want. There was a chart with all that information. Not sure where our guild got it though. Yeah, I don't know. Some people like Rive just love their spreadsheets and put a lot of work into that. All subject to change. Very true. They're not all viable. Spellbooks just give spells that don't work with fighters at all. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're going to want to go into the actual weapon skill tree and see if it makes sense or not. Like what's its finisher? You know, what's the combo part of it? And you're probably right. Like spellbooks might not make any sense with fighters. So I still like the fact though that you can use them because also all weapons come in two varieties, right? So currently they're either going to have physical power or magical power. So that also allows you to kind of use whatever. Numbers Bob, welcome in. Thank you for your first message. Sad evening, sitting here waiting all for the delay. Yes. So are you over in EU? Yeah, we've had a lot of very sad EU people here because it doesn't go live until like, what is it? Midnight, 1 a.m. Assuming they meet their target. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll start sooner. It sounds like they know what their problem is and they just need to fix it. So at least it's not something that they're having to fish around for. Energy book, physical book on a ranger is hilarious. I've not seen that. I'll have to look. Ash's Codex, Ash's 101, Ash's Wiki. Yeah. Who does Ash's 101? I would say Ash's Codex and Ash's Wiki for sure. Those are my two places to go for anything. Is Ash's 101 by what's his face? Jalon? If so, I will not recommend that. Think we'll get another day. Yes, he's already posted that they'll try to go into Monday if the servers hold up. So, yes, you know, the last time they had a 5-hour delay, I think we went, what? I think they went all of Monday, 10 p.m. Pacific time, I think. So we got a full day. Ash's Codex is data mined and therefore against TOS, just FYI. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have gotten their hands into it, which is not hard to do, honestly, with Unreal 5. So, not hard at all. Just leave it open until the 20th, whatever, no big deal. I do think they're going to go to 5 days a week sooner than the December 20th, though. I really do. Our tank was running with a physical book for a while. Did it work? That's interesting. I mean, if it works, it works. You never know until you start playing around with everything. So pre-alpha, there was a big delay too. Yeah. They had gotten better, right? I think we had 2 weeks. Was it the last 2 weekends we didn't have any delays? Because I think week 1 we had a like 3-hour delay. 2 was 5. I want to say. Sure. Sure likes they could go 5 days sooner. They're on such a pace already. Yeah. Oop, Discord just chimed in my head, but I don't know what it's. Oh, I don't see anything extra and Ashes of Creation chat. So I don't know what channel that was. I really hate that my character has 1 million EXP debt from falling through the world. You got EXP debt from that? Like I occasionally have logged in and my character has fallen, but it always puts me back at a the resurrection point without any EXP debt. At least I think it's done that for me. Since they put delay on server opening today, does that mean they'll extend this weekend? Yeah, they've already stated. Steven's exact wording was, we'll be considering an extension into Monday if weekend testing goes well. Last weekend I fell through the world every time I logged in and died. That's awful. I would be pinging folks to be like, can you get this EXP debt removed? Level 18, I have the entire bar to 19 as debt. Holy shit. Okay, so that means, because to get to 19 is like what, 900 and something million experience? Not million, 900 and something thousand experience. So you have to do that twice, is what you're saying? So just to gain 1 level, you're going to have to do like 1.8 million experience. That's wild. That is wild. Huh. I don't know. That would make me want to quit, to be honest. That would make me really, really want to quit. Yeah, I basically need 2 million to get to 19. Gave up on that tune. That's so sad though. Like if that's sad, right? That deck could be so bad that you just quit playing the character. That's just sad. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I get the idea of experience debt, but I feel like there should be a cap of some sort or some way to more easily work it off. I don't know. All right, my bad streamer is looking for the countdown. So pretty sure I can get one on Stream Elements. Now they added a stat debt 2. Yeah, they are, but that's always been planned. That's not new. The stat dampening. I just don't think it's really been in much, but it's always been planned. All right, let's see. Countdown. Countdown date. What the fuck is today? 22nd. When is it? It's 5 p.m. my time, I think. Oh shit, that's wrong. There we go. Oh, what the hell? No, it's not working. I don't know. I'm level 22 lumberjacking. Cut down a lot of oak. Never got a heroic. Wow. That's crazy. So you've chopped a lot of trees. 1 node gave you 5 legendary zinc. Takes 6 to make jewelry. That sucks. So you can't get just lucky on 1. You're level 17 wood. Never saw one either. I wonder what the stats are. As far as like the odds of getting them. remember, would you have all that debt if the systems were working correctly? The war alone screwed people up. That's true. I mean, I guess that's a good point. But I mean, it's still possible though, right? You could get a full bar of EXP debt. All right, why in the hell is this not showing up? Oh, there it is. You know what? I have to fix something here. I need to add hours. All right, servers live in. All right, if I save that, let's see. See if I can add it to here, put it above my head. The trees are just weird. What do we know the time of today's giveaway? God, y'all keep asking. Like an hour, maybe something like that. Why did that not work? That's weird. Well, I'm not sure what's happening here, but let me try to fix this. Sorry, I'm trying to put a countdown on the fucking screen. It's not wanting to work. Anyways. Quick question. What times do you stream the game? Seem to catch you on off days when the servers are down. Yeah, so currently the way I'm doing things with 3 days a week, I start at like 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. Central Time. So I do end up playing a lot with EU folks more than NA. NA starts to catch up kind of later. But yeah, I tend to play earlier because I have a beautiful, wonderful wife and kids, and so I try to make sure that there's time that I can spend with them. And so that's why I play early. Why is this not wanting to work? I don't understand. I guess you need to buy a few more accounts for the wife and kids. Yeah, my wife's not super interested. My kids are kind of young for it. So, sorry, hour, as in it'll happen in the next 60th minute. Yeah, somewhere in there. Oh, you were an ad. Sorry. I don't know why this is not wanting to fucking work. Oh, well. All right, so we are at 4 hours and 22 minutes is our countdown. Have to dip a bit, didn't want to miss it, yeah. Buy A2 keys to leave your kids as inheritance. Yeah, they'll be old enough by the time the game comes out, that's for sure. That is for damn sure. All right, what are we going to do with the next hour or so? We watched Doc Burns stuff yesterday. There is this is the one video from Narc that we could watch and see what he has to say. Which one is it? Is it this is the one, or what was the other one? Oh, major warning, November update 3. How long is that? So he's talking about, oh, we could watch that. All right. Before we do this, I am going to go check something real quick. I'm going to get some more to drink. I'm out. So give me like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. And then we'll watch Narc and see what he has to say. In the meantime, where's it at? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. We'll do this.
Look
We'll
how
be back.
foul I am. Holy shit. Ugh.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Finally, an empty chair stream. What's up, Birdie? Birdie G. I like your name. What's the G stand for? You know, you sit here long enough, things come up. You got to do stuff. You know, get drinks. Go to the bathroom. You know, shit like that. We are humans, so. ET only gave giveaway like an hour, something like that. Oh, hadn't seen the redeems. Oh, there's a bunch of them in there. Yeah. Sorry, my shit's breaking. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yes, I am human sometimes. Try to be, anyways.
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
Yes, you're finding the redeems. It's good. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but hello, I'm sure you have answered it 10 times already, but are the servers? No, they're going up. The thing right now, we have a 5-hour delay, which I actually tried to put on the stream, but didn't work. So it is. So for me, it's 5 p.m. Central. So we have an hour and 13 minutes left, and they'll be up. I feel like I put this shit in wrong. Oh no, somebody play a redeem. I need to hear. I need to listen. What do we want to play?
Oh no, no, no.
Yeah, you know, for when something shitty happens. 3 hours and 13 minutes? Did they change it? Yeah, 4 hours, right? 4 hours and 13 minutes. Yeah, so 3 p.m. Pacific. I was saying Central Time. So 5 p.m. 3 p.m. Pacific is 5 p.m. my time. So where the map doesn't work, where the map is a fun and interactive map of Vera that I have to turn off during gameplay because otherwise it covers the gameplay. So I have to figure out a new way to get it to work better. But yeah, there's a lot of redeems. I've been adding more and more stuff, trying to have fun with this. Hey, what's the new launch time? 3 p.m. Pacific. So we have, wait, 3 p.m. Pacific? Yeah. So we have what, 4 hours and 10 minutes or so? I thought it was the streamer rage quit. Can I give the alpha key to my friend if I win? He already has beta 2. I mean, that's up to you. If you win, it's your key. It's not a key, it's money, but we still don't have the ability to actually give out keys. What do you think the ooh, that's I mean, that's fun of a poll. How can I?
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
All right, we need some more for this poll. What do you think the development stream will cover? This is a good suggestion, Heathcliff. Let me get this started. I don't know. What answers should we have? So crafting. I think he talked about lighting. When's the stream? It's next. Oh, shit, I don't remember off the top of my head. Hold up. Wednesday, November 27th, 11 a.m. Pacific. What was this? I paid $159 for $150 for my key. Yeah. I won't tell you what I paid, but I am in PI. All right, so the poll is going to be, what do you think the development stream will cover? So we had the first suggestion of crafting, lighting, dynamic gridding. That could be another one that they've talked about. Updated roadmap. That's not bad. And then how about, what else? Combat? I don't know. But I don't know that they'll talk. I don't know that that will be the focus of our stream, though. Surveying? Yeah, I guess we could do that. I'm out of spots. Survey. All right. I'm going to leave this. We can do this last one. NPC behavior. All right. New poll. Good suggestion. A poll suggested by Heathcliff. Is that right? Yeah. I'm sure they'll talk about the duping, though. I have no doubt that they will talk about it for the stream. I don't think it'll be like a focal point because everybody's going to keep talking about this. So, let's see. What else did I add? I think the one I like the most because it vibes the most with my personality when it comes to redemptions. Where is it? Here it is. It's this one here. This one cracks me up.
Can you speak English?
Fuck you!
Oh, I love that. That one's great. That one's wonderful for me. I feel that vibe. I feel that in my soul.
Can you speak English?
Fuck you!
I have a lot more. I just haven't had time to add stuff, and I've been trying to do a lot more to make this interactive. So it cracks me up. I think, my favorite is always going to be teabagging.
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
One-shot me.
Oh, those ran together. They're not supposed to. I'm going to have to figure that out. They're supposed to go one after the other. Is that all through Stream Elements? No. So this is, I use streamer.bot. And so it's streamer.bot and then OBS controlling it. So. Oh, you found the WoW one too. I think I talked over that. Sorry. I don't know if logo toggle works. Does it? Yeah, no, I don't have the logo here. Hold up. My kids are fighting. I'll be right back.
Look how fat I am. Holy shit. Ugh.
No more empty streamer chair. Oh my shit! I just need a better setup.
I got Fant MX
That
down.
cord wrapped around shit. Earbuds not wanting to fucking work. You're just getting the redeems. The Phantom X down one is also one of my favorites. Shit. Just because I got so much shit from that. Steven killing me during No Wars. I wasn't able to watch it. I was actually driving home from work during that. And I was in my car listening to the stream. I wasn't watching it, but I had the Twitch app going and heard my name, Phantom X, down, and then like tons of pings in Discord. Anyways, so. Sorry, looking at the emotes. I thought there was one more in here. You have the Minecraft, you died. kids fight, my money is on the younger one. Yeah, I keep waiting for the day my daughter punches my son in the face. So, oh shit. Mace King, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you. Again, everything we do, subs and all of that gets turned back into things to give away, keys. So 3 and 6, yeah, no, mine are much older, but well, not too much. I 10 and 12. So, but I even tell her sometimes, like, just punch him in the nose. He will quit. So, looks like we have updated roadmap is winning, followed by crafting. Nobody for NPC behavior. Oh, got one more for crafting. Yeah, she has yet to punch him in the face though. It was done. Oops, did I just close that? So, updated roadmap 1. All right. Well, while we're waiting, let's watch what Narc has to say about Mr. Stephen Sharif's warning. I think that was his latest one. I don't think chat is supposed to have a background to it, but it's not really working. So I don't know how to fix that. All right, guys, let's see what he has to say.
Boys, so this week, alongside our usual patch note update, we also have a pretty severe warning from Stephen J. Sharif to all players looking to exploit a game that will never release. But before we get into that, sit back, relax, and grab yourself.
Yeah, I've noticed he's gone back to the whole of the game will never be released comments.
Culpa Kyola, because last weekend a pretty severe dupe was discovered and abused disingenuously by a percentage of the player base, leading Steven to release a statement and deliver some harsh punishment in a pretty successful attempt to deter players from doing it again. But that's not all. We of course have our patch notes that also make some controversial changes this weekend.
Oh,
now,
is he going to go over the
with all
patch
that
notes?
bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall
Love the criticism. Too many people are being led blind by pure faith. Yeah. No, I think it's good to be in the middle. He's kind of bounced though, right? He was like super doomer, and now I think the video before this was super like, this is great. This is wonderful. If it never comes out, we get more prepaid alpha months though. Am I right? Yes, exactly. That's the positive way to look at it.
Okay, so to explain the situation, there was a duping exploit introduced into the game at some point either last weekend or sometime before that people abused pretty bad, and thus resulting in the economy and testing for Phase 1 being
Pretty bad's an
compromised.
understatement.
This dupe was discovered fairly quickly, and Intrepid patched it out within the...
So I was told it was found very quickly because I guess it existed before and got reintroduced, so people were already aware of it, at least some people, is what I was told. I hope P2 really quiets a lot of the doomers. Maybe. I think it's going to be Phase 3, though.
First PTR update after the servers went down on Sunday. This, however, doesn't solve the issue of the compromised economy, and thus we were waiting for Steven's pending announcement of the punishment, teased a few days ago. Well, the statement is now released, and the punishments are laid bare. So, let's go through it now together, because it's a pretty strong message that hopefully lays the groundwork for how seriously Intrepid Studios are taking exploiting within their game. As many testers are aware, last weekend we accidentally introduced a bug into the game that allowed for several dupes to exist. As I have said in the past, our velocity to deploy fixes is a direct correlation to the possibility of introducing new bugs into the live version of Alpha 2. We are working hard and fast.
Funny, fun story. I was in his guild for a little while, and then he kicked me out. So
to address the most pressing issues we identify with the help of our glorious testers this weekend. Unfortunately, some testers took advantage of the situation, attempting to exploit these bugs in an effort to dupe materials.
Can you know the reason? I wish I knew the reason. I don't know. I was never given a reason. I literally woke up and was like, all right, that's cool. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it didn't hurt my feelings, but yeah, I don't know.
Gain gold, generate node treasury funds, and craft legendary equipment. Some testers did the right thing and reported the issues to us, but the damage was already done to our testing environment. As a result of these bad actors,
really
we have since wiped all duped items.
It's fun though. He's a good raid leader.
All legendary item IDs that were created with duped materials, reset treasury amounts for the offending nodes, initiated emergency elections to nodes where buildings were created with ill-gotten treasury and supplies, and I have deleted over 100 characters that were found to have participated in exploitatory activity numerous times. If you purchased or received items from these exploits, you will find those missing. If you gained gold via the exploits, your gold was reduced to 0. Testers who participated in this activity must understand that doing this harms.
I really can't wait until we see which nodes have the mayorships back up for grabs. I assumed that it's going to be the ones that had guilds that were the guilds that had the most people characters terminated. So I'm curious to see who actually ends up becoming mayor. Watch all of them do re-election. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? If like, I don't know, this is just, I'm making this up, but like if Envious had a node, but now 25 of their characters got axed because you can't vote until you're level 10. And it's going to start like today, like Planador said, it'll start as soon as the nodes come up. So it's not like you're going to be able to level up to 10 in time.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
None of us do.
The game, a game which you obviously care about. I have warned in the past, and it exists in our EULA and TOS, that cheating, RMT, and exploiting will be dealt with harshly. Everyone should be happy to know.
Envious had 2 nodes, EPH had 1. Yeah, okay, so we're assuming 3 are up for grabs then. Who effing cares? It's an alpha, and likely all will get wiped for phase 2. It's a fair point. You know, we were talking about this. I think it's actually a fairly measured response. I don't think that you ban for this in Alpha 2. But at the same time, you know, they just invited over 100,000 people in, right? And while everyone's testing, they're still play testing. They're still playing. And so when you have people that have, I mean, somebody said there was like, they duped like 80,000 legendary like pieces of ore or something. Like just crazy duping stuff, like just fucking amazingly crazy. Like, I think that's too much. I think you do then have to sort of step in and say, look, it's alpha. We're not going to ban you because it's alpha and you're here to find bugs, but y'all need to just slow this down. And, you know, the email that got sent did also say that, you know, that they will be watching those accounts. And if they continue to do that, you know, they will potentially be kicked out of, alpha. So exploiting is breaking EULA to us. Not much about that. Yeah, I'll let you know who to deal with when the game goes live for sure.
Know that as a company, we care for the integrity of our players' achievements, and as such,
you feel like exploiting should be encouraged in a playtest? I mean, I guess what would you get out of that? Like, I 100% understand trying to find the bugs, trying to find the exploits, and then reporting them. But what do the developers get out of telling their players to continue exploiting? Because the exploit, by definition, is really not meant to be a part of the game that you're testing. So if they're also seeking feedback on their systems, but their systems are woefully warped because there's been exploiting happening everywhere, like, then how are you actually getting good feedback on the systems that you're wanting feedback for? That would be my thing. Yes, crafting is in its infancy, but people are still giving them feedback. They're still telling them what they like, what they don't like. Same with harvesting. You know, so if you have people that are truly trying to give feedback, experience the systems, but then you have a group of people over here that just duped 100,000 pieces of wood. Like I think that's a problem. I think that gets into an area where it's not, it's not, oh, well, it's alpha. Like, it starts to get in an area that I think they just have to come in and address. They did not ban, they just wiped characters, items, and gold. So that would be my opinion on it. And I think it was a fairly measured response. It's one where they're not banned, they're going to get to keep testing, but they've now been warned that we're serious. Like you can't do this. So, oh fuck, this chat's going to bother the shit out of me. Oh well, we'll leave it for now.
It is necessary for us to stay vigilant in the tools that we create that help us monitor and address.
Not you chatting. That's not what I mean. The chat on the overlay. It doesn't have its background. That's going to bug the shit out of me.
These issues. Let this serve as a warning, and take it from someone who themselves have been banned from games. Ashes will be different, so don't partake. Instead, report it and play safe, my friends. A pretty powerful message from Steven here, and one that hopefully serves as a warning to any future exploiters. Following this, we also have a copy of the email sent out to exploiters, which I'll read just the bold messaging here as it's the most important part.
What's he talking
We've
about? Is he just
identified
reading
your
this
account
shit?
as one that has been heavily involved in taking advantage of duplicate.
There you go. This is a warning. If you participate in some other behavior, it may impact your ability to participate in testing. So they're not even necessarily saying you'll get banned. They'll just say you won't be able to test. In New World, you had large guilds in alpha and beta that knew about exploits but did not report them, so they could use them day one to go live. Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know that that's like exclusive. Like, if a guild is like, I'm not going to report this because I'm not able to abuse it right now. I mean, I feel like that's just a bad guild. And there have been some. There have been some even PI that have said that I'm just not going to report bugs anymore. I'm not going to report exploits, which I don't think is fair.
Bugs during Alpha 2 testing. As a result, we have wiped character progress from your account. This is a warning. If you participate in similar behavior in the future, it will impact your ability to participate in testing, and additional action may be taken against your Intrepid account. Obviously, this means a permanent ban, and my opinion on the whole matter is thusly. Thank God, Intrepid are acting like gigachads and completely squashing any form of exploitation in their game. Even though it is just an alpha, as I'm sure many of you will say, it is still a testing environment that strengthens the foundation of the game due to active feedback. We cannot give feedback on
Is he showing the dupe, or what's he showing us? I actually agree with him.
Economy or the node system when people are exploiting dupes. So please, like I said in the last video, do not participate in exploits. Report them as soon as possible and try to make them public so a fix can be deployed. With that said, we also have some controversial patch notes to go over this weekend, alongside some very positive ones. So we'll start with the positive first.
The ones that got deleted
have had their visuals changed, likely meaning they're very hard to see. 100% healing debuff puddles have improved visuals now.
Shit, I hope that's the case. How many of y'all have fought the zombies with that spit shit that you can't heal through? You can't see that. It's painfully hard. I fucking hate that shit over in Carfin. Just do not at all like zombies in any way, shape, or form. Thank God I'm fucking colorblind as fuck. Yeah, that's the other part too, right? The color they chose. Super hard to see for some folks, or just can't see. No, his legit Linux server is the richest server. They had billions before the dupe. Yeah, I think he's a good mayor. Like, he knows his shit. Whatever your feelings are on Narc, like he knows the game. Yeah, it's so annoying. Me too, goddamn. Yeah, I hate zombies. Are the biggest pain in the ass to work with. I've had a few people in PTR complain about colorblind issues as well. Yeah, something they definitely need to fix.
Making them easier to notice and avoid. Something I've died to many, many times, and it makes me want to fucking kill myself. For legal reasons, that was a joke. The west side of the Riverlands has had some additional content expanded to it.
That was interesting.
With Lake Bountiful having additional islands and mob spawners, as well as a revamp to their resource spawners, hopefully making the unfinished west side of the map a lot more in line with the more complete east side. Caravans have had multiple important...
That's good for New Ayla. New Ayla's like had no reason to go down there. Like whoever runs that node, like there's absolutely been no reason for anybody to go down there and do anything.
Allowing previous bugged out characters completely cured and allowing them to now summon caravans. Node Wars have received some significant changes across the board to their rewards, user interface, and balance. However, on this Node War point, Intrepid did pull down these patch notes shortly after they went up, announcing that a portion of these notes are not actually ready to be deployed this weekend and are in active iteration. This likely means the Node War stuff, so just take these patch notes with a grain of salt.
Yeah, they didn't actually come out and say why they pulled down the patch notes, other than there was something that was being worked on. So, Stormbow, first message, thank you for hanging out with us. Serious question, is this game still full-time PvP in all zones? Yeah, except for, starter areas. They're making some PvP free corridors. You can opt out of PvP up until level 5, but once you get to level 6 and once you're outside of those starter areas, yes, you can be killed anywhere in the game. They have, by the way, actually been improving or increasing the likelihood that you will never be PK'd. So it's kind of overtuned the whole system right now.
Which leaves us with our controversial change, and one that has sparked a lot of discussion in my community. Added damage and heal dampening to experience debt. Experience tooltips should now show dampening amount.
What do you all think about this? We're going to stop here because actually ads are coming up too, and I don't have the ability to snooze them anymore. Added damage and heal dampening to experience debt. Yeah, it was always planned. You're right. I don't know how I don't know how I feel about the heal dampening. Like, would you rather have like a damage debuff and like a hit point debuff? Which do you think would be worse? Like heal dampening so I can't heal you as well, or you have less mana and health? I don't know what you would prefer. Kind of unfortunate. I've never seen a PvP game where it isn't max level versus.
Bro, fucking one shot me.
Yes, you're talking about griefing. They're doing everything they can to try to reduce griefing. There's nothing that completely stops it. So screw stat dampening. It's not the amount reduced. It's the concept. Stop griefing us. That's really rough. Too much. One thing I wish they add is a way to see what is your damage on the template NPC versus the rest of the group. Yeah. Damage debuff, less likely to wipe. I don't think it's enough to make much of a difference unless you die way too much. Well, this was, we were last night trying to figure that out, right? Like, is it a timer? Because the Vladis interview, he talks about it being a 5 to 10 minute timer. But then also it's tied to your EXP debt. It never went away for you. So you were in the PTR? Because Neuro was saying it was going away. He said, but what he said is you had to actually do something. Like it wasn't, yeah, he had to do actions. When the mobs don't aggro and they spawn, camp you at the respawn. Yeah. When you die multiple times in a row trying to get to your loot piles and in the end end up losing all your glint and having a huge EXP debt to top it off. Yeah. Who was it that was saying they had basically all of level 18 as a EXP debt? So that in order to get from 18 to 19, they actually needed like 2 million EXP. Because they also had to work off all the EXP debt. They said they just basically threw away the character. Not going to play it anymore. Which I think is sad if that's the answer. I think that's real sad, actually, if that's the answer. Are you going to try other classes other than cleric? I mean, I have, yeah. I mean, I've played bard. You know, I can't really talk about PI, but you know, I've played bard. I played fighter. I love fighter. Fighter was fun. Bard too, but cleric is just my main thing. I don't know. I've thought about maybe trying to give a little bit of a tank go around, but there's always so much arguing about the tank and who does what better and who, I don't know. I don't know that I want to play a tank. A tank is a way to get a group, I'll say that. Isn't this just a way to add a reason not to die when you are maxed out in level? Because people now just die to go home at level 25. Yeah, but again, we're not really sure how it's how EXP debt is tied to the removal of stat dampening. Because there's been, I feel like there's been two answers. Like Stephen clearly said that it's a 5 to 10 minute timer, but then he's also mentioned how EXP debt influences it. So essentially the more EXP debt you have, the bigger the debuff is what he's basically said. So kind of what I think we came up last night that we thought was that if you have 100% EXP debt for a level, you get 20% stat dampening, versus if you have, you know, 50% EXP debt, you would get 10% stat dampening, and that's how those are tied together. But then when you do get stat dampening, it's only for a length of time, 5 to 10 minutes, based off of how much EXP debt you have. So I think that's how it was. I think that's how it works, but it's been kind of hard to follow a little bit, especially in the wiki. Plan to main summoner eventually. Yeah, I definitely will be trying cleric summoner. That will be a lot of fun to follow. So, or to try. I can see this being a big problem in Node Guild Wars, though. Underdogs getting weaker. Yeah, that's certainly possible. But the answer they're going to say to that is risk versus reward, and you should group up with more people.
This means people with experience debt now deal less damage and healing for a percentage of the experience debt they have accumulated. The exact amount is 20% of the current percentage. So if you have 3% experience debt, you deal 0.6 less damage, up to a maximum of 20% less damage if you ever happen to accrued 100% experience debt. In addition, this currently doesn't apply to level 25 characters, which is likely a bug, but also kind of defeats the purpose of why this dampening exists in the first place. I assume it's to stop max level characters not caring about death and just going around griefing a bunch of people. However, this is the tip of the iceberg with the controversy, as experience debt is universally hated amongst the player base. And Intrepid continue to pile on additional punishments, making players start to scratch their head. What does stat dampening add to the game that experience debt doesn't already? Why are there 15 layers of cock and ball torture in a video game that is designed around grinding very dangerous mobs using a trinity system where death is not your fault 9 times?
It's a very good point. Why is it getting so deep into all this? I think I already know everyone's here's response. That it's too much. I think that's what everyone has agreed with here. I don't think I've seen anyone in chat yet say, no, this is good. We like this. This is good. I don't really even like the dude, but he makes such good points. Like I said, he knows his shit. He really does. I think he's right here again. What's the point of this? You know, why have stat dampening in? Like, where is it actually effective? I get the whole risk versus reward, but if it's all risk and never reward, people are going to quit playing. So, oh, chat went away. Where did chat go? Where did chat go? All right, what if I refresh it? Let's see if that works. I'll be that guy. No more. No. Let's add more penalty for death. Tryhards in PTR chat saying that adds meaning to death. No, I don't. The meaning to death is you
out
died.
of 10. Dropping and deleting materials on death is already a pretty harsh punishment, as grinding glint is half the reason why people are grinding in the first place. On top of that, because of the respawn systems, any group that wipes needs to run a very long way and past a lot of HP sponges in order to get back to where they were grinding. Finally, your gear takes durability damage when you die, meaning if people's gear begins to break from too many one-shot deaths that were
Just
not
don't
their
die.
fault, the whole group has to disband and repair, to which repairing my gear last weekend after
But you're going to die in ashes. Like, I don't know. Just don't die. I know you're probably saying that tongue in cheek, but people have tried to argue that. Like, well, just get better. Don't die.
a mere 6 or 7 hour grinding session cost me 53 silver, and I barely made enough glint to cover that cost. Intrepid's whole obsession with death punishment is very interesting to me, but hopefully they find a balance that feels good without compromising that risk factor. Right now, Ashes of Creation feels like all risk and no reward. But then again, perhaps we're used to risk, considering most of us paid $250 for a Kickstarter project that will never release. But as usual, I am just one nerd, desperate for
That will never release. He does that just to get a rise out of everybody, right? It's got to be. I don't know why the chat box just suddenly quit working. 250 bucks. Try double that. Yeah. That's a whole nother conversation, right? Of what people paid early on. You know, of course with that, paying 500, they're going to, you're going to get a lot of extra stuff out of that, I guess. So, Place, thank you for hanging out with us. Just stopped and seen this video earlier. I disagree. I like the idea of adding more damage to death. However, I don't think it was ready for that now. Well, but at what point does it become too much? I think that's the question. Because death is just happens in Ashes. It just does. Now it's still testing, as I think somebody else mentioned. There's still a lot of work to be done with this, but I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it being so punishing. I can deal with EXP debt. That's fine. I hate losing materials. That's my biggest complaint. Lifetime sub. Yeah. Are you a lifetime sub too? Yeah. Hopefully that pays off. I think it's like 2-3 years. Basically, it pays itself off. I don't know. I did the math at some point. Yeah, I'm backer number 3. I like to say that. I like to, backer number 3 for Kickstarter. Not sure who the first 2 were. So far, this game has done great on player feedback. Yeah, it has. Really has. Just give feedback in a constructive way and they'll listen for sure. It's been my experience the whole time. All through PI, everything. Spent thousands and thousands on WoW subs. Yeah, I mean, or any of those games. Like if you have 20 years, you could get a sub free. It'd be great. What time are the servers supposed to go live today? They go live at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So we still have 3.5 hours. Is that right? Yeah. Just never canceled my sub. Well, what the fuck? You wasted all that money? So you had the sub and you didn't play. Grinding glint is not exciting. I agree. Hopefully, when we're talking grinding, because it is boring. Well, depends. I think it depends on where you are, but anyways, and who you're with. But it can be boring. Hopefully, once events start getting added in, and we actually start having a lot of events everywhere, dynamic stuff occurring, hopefully that is a very good way to sort of offset the grinding component. But that's just a hope at this point. So I really don't know what happened to chat. So weird. On the overlay. I don't know where it went. I don't know what is going on with any of this shit. Well, now it's showing. Okay, there it goes. Fuck, I don't even know. I don't even know. Still doesn't have the damn background. Maybe quest rewards will be better. Well, that's true. Yeah, we need better quests that aren't broken, quests that are easier to find. Commissions need to also be balanced so that they provide you with more benefit to doing them. You know, logging in right now, there's really no reason to do quests, to do commissions and stuff like that, unless you just want to. The most efficient thing to do is just go out and grind. Glint is just a weird intermediary item. Sort of understand the point of using it, but it still seems pointless. Yeah. Glint is primarily supposed to be for mobs, so I would expect there to be other options. Quest being one of them in the future that will give us actual copper, silver, and gold. Grinding doesn't have to be boring. There are RuneScape players out there that would go feral if you took away their grinding from them. Oh, that's for sure, Squirrel. There's a lot of people out there that really enjoy grinding. I don't mind it in certain scenarios, but it's not something that I will always love to do. I hope quests become content in and of themselves, not just the standard kill fetch bodyguard variants. Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree that there's a lot of dynamic stuff added to them would be nice. All right, I think that was the end of the NARC video. So. All right, we got what? How much time before we do a giveaway? Like 30 minutes? What can we do for 30 minutes? I keep hearing my Discord stuff going off, so I keep thinking it's something to do with. Here. Ooh. All right. Anyways, I can't talk about that. So, yep, you can do a lot with questing. Oh, Secret World. I haven't thought of that game in a long ass fucking time. Secret World was good. Has anyone figured out where the plunder quests are in the node after it was moved? I do not know. I'm sure there's somebody that might. It's level restricted, right? I found a couple of quests last weekend that were well worth doing. Quests at Kill 10 Wolves was worth like 15k EXP and 25 city tokens. Oh, well, shit, that does sound nice, actually. Bush Prinz, thank you for your first message. Hope you had a good day. Any info when the servers come up? They come up at 3 p.m. Pacific time at this point. So that is in 3.5 hours, roughly. So. Last weekend, I spent 4 hours grinding level 6 Grims as a level 20. I got so many droppings and Grim skins. I plan to craft them all up. I thought they were supposed to reduce what you get with the increasing level disparity. Isn't that right? Like, aren't you supposed to get to where you don't really get drops? If you're 20 and they're 6? So you've not noticed that? I thought it was only if they're above you. Okay. Maybe I could have sworn that they changed some of that, what you could get out of this different mobs. I don't know. I can go back through the patch notes and see at some point. Well, actually, here are the patch notes. No, I ain't gonna read through all that shit right now. You still get drops, but it's at a reduced rate. But if you can kill them fast, it evens out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that's what they added in. That as you have that bigger difference in level, that it becomes less and less likely that you get stuff. But it sounds like maybe that wasn't happening. If Squirrel was getting a lot of droppings with a 14 level difference. All right. What else? Main reason I was killing them was these skins from Hunter. Yeah. But sounds like you still got good shit off of them. All right, guys. We have, like I said, about 30 minutes. We'll do a drawing, and then I have to run for a little while. while we wait on servers to come up. So let's watch this other. Shit, where'd it go? Actually, I don't know that we have time. Looking forward to phase 2 when people will be shocked when gear drops will be much, much lower. Yeah, when you can't just go in like Highwayman Hills or Carfin and just like get everything in one run. Are we really stalling for 3.5 hours? No, I'm going to actually be off here in a minute. Well, not a minute, like 30 minutes. So I had something pre-planned that I'll have to run to. I thought we would be playing games right now, but we still have 3.5 hours. So I will leave you with 3 hours left. I may or may not get on later tonight. I'm not sure. I tend on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I actually play very, very early. I start at 5:30 a.m. If you are a member of the party, it's greater than 9 levels apart from that monster, then drop chance and XP is not possible. Yeah, that's what I thought. But you said there were 6 and you were 20, so that's 14. So that clearly that it seems that wiki's not right, or something's not right. I also think it's a little bit harsh too. Yeah, I think there's something about grinding things that are lower level than you. It's, you know, can be something to do when you're max level. So I don't know. All right, guys. Let's do one more of these, and then we will work our way to a make this smaller, to a key giveaway. If anything, just change the drop tables for stuff at lower levels. Oh yeah, so they're not being. Yeah. I would agree with that. So.
Hey, what up, boys? So this weekend was an absolute blast. The Lineth server continues to pop off as they come together and achieve a world first. But before we get into that, sit back, relax, and grab yourself a Kilpa Kyola, because apprentice level mounts are now available to everyone on the server, and the beautiful citizens of Winstead are swimming in cute animals. So today, let's talk about our journey so far and how Ashes of Creation.
That is nice. I got my hunting all the way up. All the way up with a plan of you know, getting the next set of mounts, and couldn't. Yeah, we didn't have access to the cookery, so
is becoming that social MMORPG we've all been dreaming about for over a decade now. With all that bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so achieving apprentice level mounts was certainly no feat that could be achieved by a single community alone. The whole server had to unite to gather the required materials, and our achievement was most certainly worth the effort, and has now strengthened the bond of our server even further than it already was. I just want to start by thanking all the parties involved with assisting, which includes the mayor and citizens of Jova with the
What's up, casual gamer? Thank you for your first message. Yeah, that's just a bot that I made that just lets people know.
Dynasty Guild, the mayor and citizens of Halcyon with the Heroes Guild, the mayor and citizens of Miralef with the Overlord Guild, the mayor and citizens of New Alar, and of course Thor's community, Actual Pirates, for pooling together both
I'll say this server seems to do well together
required for the agricultural building in previous weekend tests, and the 1,200 Sanctus emblems needed for the cookhouse itself. You guys have genuinely made a massive difference, not only to the server as a whole, but also to me, and I cannot express.
So I also don't know how I feel about having such high requirements for building things right now. I mean, it would make sense in a release game, but if part of this is trying to test services and test functionality, I feel like you might like tune it down a little bit. I don't know.
Just how much fun I had this weekend. For the first time in over a decade, I finally got the spark of that old school social MMO feeling, and Ashes of Creation has only just begun. The node system, although
I think this is the first game in a long time where I'm having to actively like type in global chat that I'm looking for a group. I can't tell you the last time I had to do that, but every Saturday, Sunday morning, log in, you know, /global level whatever cleric looking for group, and I'm just spamming that until I find something. It's been a while since we've had to do that. All those buildings are going to roll back. I bet we've not heard that Lyneth really had any problems. It sounds like most of it was Resna, as far as the buildings, but we don't really know.
It's still in its infant stage, with many more core systems to be implemented, has certainly created a platform that made MMOs feel great back in the day. Players coming together, your actions having consequences, and the social pressure of both the toxicity and camaraderie, encouraging an etiquette of decency between players as we all live in one single layer. Proud of our server's name, proud to elevate our guild tags and make a positive or negative impact on the players around.
That's true too. Guild tags mean things here too, especially when you talk about guild wars. What are you talking about? You have to use chat. I don't know. What do you mean?
Around us. Ashes of Creation is the next big MMORPG, and Steven's vision has captured the same feeling we had back in the day. But what makes Lyneth special, and how come other servers are not experiencing something similar to us? I've had reports that the other servers have a completely different vibe, and some are even reporting a very toxic and unfun environment.
Okay. His reports talking about unfun and toxic environment. I mean, that's certainly not Vira. So I assume he's talking about Resna. I don't know anything really about the EU servers, though. The only thing I've heard about the EU servers is the one where like a mayor disappeared, so they couldn't do anything. I mean, it's not really the next either. Yeah, I think at this point it's somewhat of a niche game. Solo leveling is harsh in this game, which is great. Finally, an MMO that encourages group gameplay. Yeah, no, I mean and your reputation matters too, which is another big thing. You know, we had the whole copyright striking thing between two different people. We talked about this last night again. Was it CC My Life and Hans, where Hans copyright struck his CC My Life's channel, and like the community came in and said that's some shitty stuff to do, and Hans has disappeared. Like his reputation went to like shit. His guilds disappeared. You know, so that's where, you know, your reputation in the community actually does matter. Oh, it sounds like a lot of smoke. Oh, it's so amazing here on Lyneth. Big Bad Berg, thank you for your first message. Do we know why the delay? It's a events system that there was a critical bug in that they're trying to fix. So something to do with the event system. I think that's what he said.
So let's take the remainder of today's video to explain what Lyneth is doing different and how Intrepid are going to be expanding the node system to closely represent our experience on all other servers. You see, Phase 1 is not an actual representation of how Ashes of Creation...
Did he just say that they're going to take what they did and make sure everyone else gets to experience it? Like they did something so wonderful.
Works. It is missing a lot of very important core mechanics to help encourage socialization, consequence, and progression for all types of players. From sweaty guilds to casuals, the node system itself is a platform to bring players together separate of their guild tags. A guild obviously takes control of a node and drives its narrative by deciding the goals, but a guild cannot choose who is or who isn't a citizen of their node, and thus anyone can be part of a guild's goals simply by assisting in the node's growth. Yeah. Citizens are rewarded for their assistance with node tickets that can be spent on various upgrades. But ultimately, the real reward is the services that the node offers. I do have a full beginner's guide planned for the node system to help the wider audience gain a grasp on Ashes of Creation's core world-building system. However, for today's video, what I've explained so far should suffice to allow you to understand that nodes are a platform platform for communities, not a guild-owned city. The node system doesn't really come on
as of right now, but we do know that there's going to be times, well, we'll see what guilds play a role here, especially as you start adding the different types of nodes. As of right now, yeah, it definitely takes a large group like he's talking about. However, there's one thing he's at least not so far mentioned, which is that I think right now you have a ton of collaboration, like on Lilith, like on Byra too. That collaboration, I think, is simply due to the fact that we have such a small world right now. I think once you add all of the biomes, all 18 of them, and things are super spread out, then I think you start seeing that you don't necessarily have as much of that sort of let's do it together mentality. And sometimes it's going to be such a large environment that you don't necessarily can do it together. It just would take too much time running back and forth.
Online for testing until Phase 2, as it is during Phase 2 that one of Ashes of Creation's most important systems.
Oh, sorry, Big Bag Berg, it's going to be up at 3 p.m. Pacific, and it's went down because, or they delayed, not down, delayed because of they said they found a critical bug in the event system, is what Steven said. Events service, yeah. A critical bug causing our event service to crash. So they're trying to fix that right now. So that's the delay.
Are implemented. This social sandpark
and when nodes start blocking each other,
isn't about node wars. It is not a game where one guild owns a node and fights against another guild who owns the adjacent node. Ashes of Creation is
it's
about
not right now.
kingdom wars, clusters of nodes fighting another cluster of nodes, and the vassal system is what enables this. The vassal system is essentially a world mechanic that connects nodes together in a way that Intrepid intends. It forces these nodes to actually start working together so they become literally a single unit, literally a single vassal. During Phase 2, when a node becomes level 4, it will actually vassal the adjacent node against its will and lock it from progressing up to level 4 as well. This isn't a bad thing, however, because now both nodes are one unit working together. The citizens are now allied with each other, and a somewhat safe trade route can be formed between them.
I don't know that I agree or like the idea that a vassal node can't fight its parent node. I don't know that I like that. It's been a while since I talked about that, but I don't know that I like that. I wish I personally think there should be a way for a vassal node to declare a node war on the next up node, in my opinion. But is what confirmed to be true? What he just said? I remember when it's mentioned you can destroy the parent node to become dominant. No, I mean, I distinctly remember this because Steven's answer to this was, in his mind, you already lost the war. And so you can't declare. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I can look it up real quick.
The two. Here on Lineth, we have essentially created a pseudo-vassal network across all 5 of the currently available nodes. The mayors are all in contact with each other and have discussed our plans for server growth, and we also police toxicity. Currently as it stands, with only level 3 nodes, all servers are extremely limited in the artisan progression it can unlock. The node system, as I'll explain in the upcoming video, has a lot of depth and requires a huge amount of teamwork to obtain journeyman level artisan skills. It is useless to have level 20 artisan skills if the nodes themselves do not have the journeyman stations unlocked, which further encourages teamwork as you help each other progress towards that goal. Artisan skills in Ashes of Creation heavily rely on multiple sister professions in order to craft things, so it is essential that a vassal system works closely together to help achieve that. It actually turns out that crafters do make the best shit in Ashes of Creation, but you cannot unlock the ability to craft this stuff if your vassal network isn't working together to unlock the appropriate journeyman stations. For guilds who constantly war and do not work together, unless they can safely secure mayorship of multiple nodes themselves, they will have a very hard time keeping up with other vassal networks who are working together. And actually, on the other side of the coin, if played correctly, political moves can be made to
Cerebrus, is that how you say your name? I hope so. Thank you for your first message. New player here was planning on playing for the first time today. Shouldn't servers be up? Servers got delayed by 5 hours. So servers are currently planned to be up 3 p.m. Pacific time.
To actually cripple a vassal network by not working together. For example, the NA Resna server is the direct opposite of the Lineth server and is being dominated by sweaty, no-life PvP guilds. They min-max the game and exploit as much as they can to get an advantage.
I like how he says sweaty, no-life PvP guilds, but you know, he sort of no-lifes this game himself.
Over each other. When Phase 2 drops, if all other guilds band together to create a well-oiled vassal network, they can essentially bully one particular guild and make them regret the last 8 years of their life dedicated to a game that quite literally doesn't exist. I'm not encouraging that, of course, but it could be done. But bringing it back to Lineth now, our current pseudo-vassal network that we have set up is a perfect platform to allow us to continue working together when Phase 2 drops.
Yeah, Byra, I think it does have its cookhouse now. I hope so, so I can get my bow for hunting. Again, I think a lot of this changes as you add more and more nodes. I don't know. I don't know that it's as cooperative as he thinks it will be.
As we already have a pretty strong bond. What I hope to see in Phase 2 is the server be split between the already established mayorship versus pirate software, as Thor takes one side of the world with his mega guild, and we take the other side, fighting for power and progression, warring with each other in a way that the game intends to be. Ultimately, Ashes of Creation uses its PvP elements to drive progression and teamwork, and it would be very difficult for the game to function properly without it for the reasons that I've explained in today's video. Now, to conclude, there is currently a duping exploit that's going on with the game right now that is essentially bricked the entire game's economy, and thus it might be hard for other servers to replicate the social bond that we currently have on Lineth. All progression across all servers are going to be compromised, as players have managed to dupe infinite gold or infinite legendary resources. However, let's pray that Intrepid fix this problem and remove them items from not only the player's economy, but also the node's treasuries, as I have noticed people buying hundreds of horses that are worth 50 gold to inject that gold into their node. With that said, I'll leave you guys with a clip of Lineth's epic achievement as we defend ourselves against the siege in the battle for Winstead's cookhouse.
What now? What's he talking about?
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah. A little bit of clipping there.
Run away! What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, servers are still off. 3 p.m. Pacific.
Fucking scorpion, bro. My mount is currently dead. Oh shit.
That's Steven.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah, that's Steven. Or somebody of the dev team. 2 million HP. Holy shit. Level 15 or 50 Scorpion.
His Scorpions are being spotted. It's Stephen J. Sharif. He's come to invade the fucking what the hell?
I love that they do these events.
Oh shit, look,
absolutely love
it.
Ground
and shit.
What?
Sand Squall Scorpion, Sand Squall Scorpion. No! Everyone's dying! Don't let them destroy the cookhouse! The guards will tank!
Yeah, but they get back their XP, right?
Oh no! That's it, defend the cookhouse, defend the cookhouse!
Ah, that's a good point, Big Bad.
Look at these animations, bro, what the hell? That looks sick.
He's having a lot of fun for a game that won't come out.
There it is! It just appeared! It's the cookhouse! It's here! Defend it! Make a line! Get the scorpions back! Push them back! Push them back! Here it is!
Where'd the big ass one go?
There's one more. There's one more. He's bugged out. Okay, this one's bugged out. Okay, this one's bugged out. This one's bugged out. There it is, boys. Cookhouse achieved. We did it.
Was there a link for that?
Oh shit, we did it. Cookhouse. Oh, it's like.
I didn't know there was a
look at
link for
this
that.
Shit, bro. This looks sick.
He does have hair left to shave. Yeah. It's going to be here just really soon, Cascadon.
But as usual.
Yeah. Nah, it's going to be real soon here. Gotta love Narc. Or not.
Look how fat I am. Holy shit. Ugh.
Greetings, fellow MMO enthusiast. Grunkle Gwen, thank you for your first message. Yeah, we're all just chilling, kind of coping. I'm going to be leaving out here in a little bit. But we've been trying to get through the 5-hour delay. How long have we made it? See, I've been streaming 3 hours, so we've made it through what, 2 hours? That's not bad. We made it through 2 of the 5 hours together. It's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Narc is an acquired taste for sure, but he does good things. But yeah, he really is he's a great mayor. He is a good raid leader as well. All right, what time is it? 1:52. So I'll wait 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes and we'll do a giveaway. And then from there, I will probably get out of here for a little bit. So I don't know if anyone is... Who else is in the Ashes of Creation category that we could raid whenever we're done? Is it no one? Oh, no, here's some folks. I don't know. I'll let y'all choose. Yeah, so we got another 3 hours till we can get on. That's assuming everything goes as planned. I do not see any other updates to the news or anything else that's being reported out. So hopefully that means that things will move along okay. So, casual question, how far into the animal husbandry skill is the game by now? So we primarily just have hunting, right? It's everything is super bare bones. Yeah. So we don't have like breeding and stuff. Yeah, as Criminal Cupcake says, husbandry is the next. I don't know if it's the next phase. But yeah, the animal husbandry part is not in yet. Ooh, I do have an update from Neurotoxin, who has been in the PTR all yesterday and all morning. Apparently, PTR testers have been asked to hammer events to make sure they're fixed. So, might be coming up sooner than what we expected. Don't know how long. I don't know what the time frame is with that, but it sounds like they're hopefully in a final push. I can ask him. Does everything seem to be working? So, not trying to get your hopes up, but just saw there's Thor's Bear Riders, so I thought it was further now. Yeah, the hunting part, it's just this weird thing, right? You get your level up, but you also then have to wait on the node to actually create the things that you need. How does one gift sub point reward works? You can choose To receive, you can choose to have the sub for you, or you can put on, give it to somebody else, and then I'll just gift them a sub, or gift you a sub. That's how the point reward process works. So I think you're the first to ask about it. I don't know if anybody else has seen it. So does anyone know a decent crafting guide? I'm sure there's something out there from somebody, but things are going to change so much with crafting that I don't know. I don't know how much you want to look at a guide at this point. I don't know what Ash's Codex has as far as understanding craft. They've been adding stuff over time. Let's see. Do they have a guide? They have a guide to fishing. They have a guide to processing. It does. It looks like they have beginner's guides to processing, gathering, and crafting. If you go to Ash's Codex, so. But I'm sure you'll find stuff a lot of different places if you look. But I just don't know how super helpful they'll be right now. All right, what time is it? All right, it is time to do a key giveaway. As a reminder, you must be following. You can't have one before. You must be present. And I really need to be able to send, you have to have a PayPal email that can also accept money from the US. We have run into some issues where we've run into some issues where I was unable to actually send the money. So you need to make sure that you can actually accept stuff from me. So how long until servers open? We have approximately 3 hours. So, all right, let me get this pulled over. What the hell's going on here? It's weird. All right, y'all ready? So here we are. Here is the current phase 1 key giveaway. Again, I will send you everything actually right here as you win, real time. You just need to be present. If you do win, please make sure you have whispers open so that I can message you. And I will also be messaging you through Theory Forge, which is through Phantom X, which is me. So don't you worry, I'm going to win. Yeah, and the way this works, y'all, if you've just joined, you do have to watch a certain amount of time in order to get points to buy tickets. So if you just join and you don't have anything, then you're probably not going to be able to join. But we do. Do you have to type something? You can do ticket. If you do !ticket 1, you can also do !giveaway, and that will give you send you to the link where you can do stuff through Stream Elements. So, but we do this essentially all weekend. At this point, I think we've given away like 13 keys, something like that. And again, it's not a key. We're just actually sending you the money to buy the key. Intrepid does not yet have the ability to give us keys to give to you. So that's how we do it. But we'll continue to do some over the weekend, probably Saturday and Sunday. So, all right, guys, I'm going to count down to 10, and then I'm going to cut everything off. So we will close the giveaway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, everybody's getting their tickets in. All right, closing the giveaway. Close down. We're done. Okay, like I said, must be present. Must have your whispers open. We will do more tickets. You get to keep the points so you can get more tickets for the other giveaways as they come up. So, all right, here we go. Draw in the winner. Got to be present. If you do win, please send me a message or say something in chat. Following data, are you here? I'm not seeing you. Does anybody else see? All right, I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And yeah, I don't see you here. So we are going to have to pull another one because that person did not end up being here. So, all right, here we go. Next one up. Cascadin. I know you're here. All right, there you go. All right, sorry, y'all. I wish I could give everyone keys. Really do. Really wish I could. But this is all coming out of our own funding that we get from subs and from ads and stuff. So I don't have that much money. But we will be doing more. My bot spelled the name wrong. We'll be doing more of these over the weekend. So certainly check in. I tend to go 5:30 a.m. Central Time until, I don't know, roughly 11 or 12. And usually do a key on Saturdays and Sundays. So. All right, Cascadin, I need to send you a message. Has anybody thought rigged? I do this live so you can see that it's not rigged. That's the whole reason why I have this whole window here open for you to see, so that I'm not hiding anything. Who should we raid? Anybody? Rigged is just a meme. Mostly Russian guys. All right, this is for everyone who didn't win.
Oh, no. No. No.
So sad. So sad. And for me playing that, this is what you can say back to me.
Can you speak English?
Fuck you!
Feel free to say that to me. That's fine. I don't think I have anything else that I can put in here. That would be fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's good. And I'll do this one more time before we go away.
Look how fat I am. Holy shit.
Fair one. All right, I'm going to finish this up. I thought I did see there was what was his name? I don't know if he's still here. Ruined Combat. Does anybody? I think we have rated him before. Is he live? Oh, he's not even playing it. He's not. Okay, so he's just got Ashes of Creation listed. He's not actually talking about it, I don't think. So I don't know. While I'm doing this, y'all figure out where you want me to send you. And we'll go there. I see you in Vira. Yeah, hopefully. You know what? I have the emotional damage one. It's just not put into OBS yet. It will eventually be there. But I haven't, I was cutting out a bunch of them yesterday. So just try to make it more fun for everybody. So you don't have to deal with my dumbass. You can play with yourselves. That sounded weird. All right. Well, this has been fun. All right, guys. I might try to be on later. I don't know. We'll see. But most likely the next key giveaway won't be till tomorrow. So I'll get something posted. You can always come back to our channel. Streambot's usually always hooked up. And so you can always just do the giveaway command and it will tell you if there's a live giveaway, even if I'm not live. So, all right, since there's no one that's actually talking about Ashes of Creation that I could see, we're just going to end it here. So, yeah, it's been fun. We'll get in soon enough. And Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Friday. Peace.